Craig.
Yes, Craig.
It's Craig.
Okay, so we had a rather short Blue Harbor session last time, where all the party did was bust into the forge of the Forge Caller and kill 2 more fire giants, as well as gaining access to the vault of the dwarves in the area.
I never did open the vault.
Nope. Just as you slay the last of the giants, the Emerald Dragon Zelendrol appears before you, motions to the vault, congratulates you on your good work, and offers you first pick of any item in the vault that you would like.
Oh.
Any single item?
Any single item, yes.
Is that per person or just singular? As in singular.
Okay, Sir Dragon, while we're at it, because we're probably going to peruse for quite some time, do you want to help us make an inventory of what you just acquired? So we can, both on our end make a better choice of what's available, and on the second hand, you have a personal inventory of what's supposed to be in your treasure trove?
He certainly will.
Oh. Then
So-
I guess I start pulling out the paperwork, and...
Oh, never sign a contract.
Back in the ye old days, just making a thorough inventory of the vault with the dragon in terms of what categories does he want to have? Is there anything that he wants to be stashed away? Does he want multiple containers containing other stuff? You know, that kind of stuff.
As you look into it, you do see a wealth of gold and gems.
Mm-hmm.
There is a good amount of weapons and armor of the +1 and +2 variety.
Okay.
Of the magic items that stand out to you, because they are distinctly different from the others, there's 2 in particular, which you can either spend the hour examining them, or make use of a certain ring.
Add points at Dan.
Okay.
God, this ring. One
I love
ring
my ring.
know it all.
It's the awesome ring.
Okay, one of them is a scroll that is more ornately bound than a typical spell scroll. It seems to be that the magic item is more the band itself than the scroll, although you get the distinct impression from the feeling of the scroll that it is one item in the same. You point at it. Hexit strategy. Rare. Requires attunement. While attuned to this item, you may ignore the attunement requirements of an item and suppress all curse effects of that item.
I'm sorry,
Wait.
what? To get out of jail free card for cursed items and attunements?
Well, basically, you have to attune to the Hexit strategy scroll first, and while you're attuned to it, then you can attune to another magic item that either requires specific attunement of conditions, like this item can only be attuned to by a wizard. Well, now you can attune to it without being a wizard. Also, if it turns out that magic item is cursed, you can suppress the effects of the curse and just get all the benefits from it.
Okay.
Still have the Goblin King stuff?
What's this about a Goblin King stuff?
Yeah, but that's an entire set. This works for only one item, correct?
You could just use one of them and still get really good effects out of it.
Yep.
I guess.
We have some pretty diabolical items. Oh man. Okay.
Okay, and the other one?
The other one. Lovely Brooch of Coconuts. Rare. Requires attunement by Coco.
Hold on, wait. It has a requires it. We can scroll that to someone.
Whenever you miss an attack roll, you gain a point of sympathy.
What the fuck is sympathy?
Mr. Dragon, can you take both and then use that to attune to it with someone else?
my own currency.
You gain 5 points on a nat 1. You can spend any number of these points to add to your attack roll, potentially turning a miss into a hit. Additionally, as part of a short rest, whenever you would roll hit die to regain health, you may choose to instead regain that number of Jerry points. You can add your Constitution modifier number to what was rolled on the hit die.
Okay, so it both work for attacks and Jerry points. Ah, so
This
they can
seems like
make me
an awfully
burn through
specific
faster
item.
shit as well. Oh, that would be so cool.
Why would fire giants be hiding something like this?
Well, this was originally a dwarven settlement.
Why would dwarves make something like this that can only work on one person in the whole world?
Don't
Good
doubt
question.
dwarves.
Not even in this world. So
Dwarven
I have to
ingenuity.
physically attune to it, me as a person, not my character.
That's those two items, or anything else in there that is of great value for us?
Those are the two that stuck out to you. Everything else is either a +1 or +2 weapon or armor.
I mean,
Ooh, armor?
Gertie will take +2 studded leather.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be against some +2 weapons or armors.
It's up to you. You can only take one item.
Ugh.
I was wanting him for the whole party.
Yes,
Yes.
Ah, shit.
that was the arrangement.
I thought it was for every one of us.
No, only one item from the horde.
Oh.
Okay, what do we have that has attunement right now on us? I know we eventually do need to turn in the goblin stuff if we don't have it already.
I mean, if need be, you know, I'm always down for an actual plus weapon, and I can give this shark bite cleaver to
No.
X so that X has a.
Weapon here.
What was the scrolls again? The one
We can
was
roll the attunement requirements, and then he curses. So, for example, that one I brought up is we have like the Goblin King sword, which gives us like an extra life, makes us more powerful, does all these little fun things. But you can only be attuned by someone's worthy up to be the next Goblin King.
So basically, you could use that to either make someone worthy by just giving them the scroll, or just use it for your own benefits as well. Wait,
So
also,
now we could attune to
don't
that,
you
which
have
is
what
a
was
powerful
the
item.
other scroll again?
It was only the one scroll, the exit strategy.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a
What was
scroll and a
the-
brooch.
And the brooch was what?
was-
Lovely brooch of coconuts is something to help out Coco with his many, many issues.
Yep.
many issues.
So mainly allow me to like stack up
Rerolls.
reroll. Well, not rerolls, but like bonus to dice if I fail, as well as give me the opportunity to, if I don't use them during combat, I can just use them during a short rest to regain also Jerry points, which is basically my mana. So I kind of get like a way to spam more spells if we take short rests, which is something I've been wanting for a while, but didn't know how to actually get it. But yeah.
I
Guys,
say
remember,
we
he's
take
a
the
devil.
thing for Jerry.
Guys, remember, he's a devil.
Yeah, but he sucks at rolls sometimes, and it can save our lives. We need him, and we need him to be better. And this will make him better.
This is why I bring up. What do we have in our inventory? Our party inventory.
But didn't
could be-
you, didn't X had a headband of intellect that was cursed?
It was the Christmas side module in the Christmas one.
Okay.
And it's not part of the inventory right now because that was lost in the purge. You do have the Blade of Crit.
Did we
Blade
get
of
that
Crit.
back?
What the hell is that?
It's the Goblin King.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We also have his
Didn't-
crown, don't we?
No, the crown was not something that you found yet.
It's something we have heard of. It was in the camp of orcs and elves, correct?
What was the fancy thing that someone did at like the graveyard? Wasn't that for the
Hmm?
crown? When they opened an old vault.
No idea what you're talking about.
When we were with the party that all worship gold.
Not ringing a bell.
someone led us to like their grandpa's like grave, and they opened it up, and inside was, I thought, the crown, or at least some map to it. I don't know, something that had to do with the second item.
The closest I can think of is Alzarad led you to where allegedly his father was, where his father's ashes were entombed, but it was revealed no, and so he actually got the Treaty of the Goblinoids, which was explaining to any goblinoid who reads it that no, you were not created by Maglubiet, you were born in the Feywild and sent out to the Primaterial Plane to just basically cause mischief.
Huh. Okay. What's the sort of crit do? Again.
Based on what I recall from the Sword of Crit, it was it had the stats of a +2 short sword, and every time you make an attack, every time you hit a creature with it, for each creature you attack with it, you gain a number of temporary hit points equal to the damage you deal. So if you just attack like one creature 3 times, you only get like 1 set of temp HP, but if you attack 3 separate creatures, then you get then you stack on all 3 examples of temp HP.
Temp HP.
So note, this is a temporary item. Eventually we will lose that item, but that's really good.
Temp HP.
So yeah, of course I vote furthering, but
Yeah, so of course Coco prefers the brooch because that's literally custom made for him.
I think we take the brooch. It's funny.
Alright then.
Yeah, take the brooch.
I wish I got some +2 armor, but
I will go to the dragon, the green dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Emerald, please get it straight.
Emerald, whatever. Yeah. I'll go
the
up
gold
to
one
him.
is holding the bank in New Pratt.
I said green. Anyway.
So you go up to the Emerald Dragon and...
I lost connection, maybe?
yeah, I think so. But you're better now.
I think it's still blinking. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'll go up to the Emerald Dragon. So some of these more minor items, might we be able to walk over some of those as well?
The arrangement was that you get 1 item of your choice from the Horde. There was no knowledge of what any of the items in the Horde would be, no knowledge of how big the Horde was, no knowledge if there was a Horde at all.
But you wouldn't mind some of these smaller, simpler items?
I'd be willing to part with them in exchange for either items of at least equal value, or favors, jobs, and the like. I could offer them up as payment.
Oh, okay. How much for... And I'll pull up... I think that's latest. It's the strongest light armor. Shoot.
I was wondering what can I don't know if I can do heavy armor with her, just medium to light.
I will try and find a +2 studded leather, and
probably
a +2 rapier.
I want to know how much he would charge me for a good shield. Yeah.
We are just gonna peek into debt to this Emerald Dragon.
So I'm curious what it would take for me to get those off of his hands. I guess we'll say like a +2 shield if they're here. Yeah, trades. See what we can do to trade, or
Alright, 1 second. I'm double checking on prices for +1 and +2 magic items because he would be open to a gold exchange for them.
If I had a +2 shield.
You might have an AC equivalent to me.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now imagine if I had things that gave plus to AC besides.
Okay, +2 weapons and armor will go for 5,000, +1 weapons and armor will go for 500.
Oh, that's nowhere
Wait.
near as high as I thought it was.
+2 is 5,000.
Yep.
How much was a favor worth?
I think we might.
And what jobs does he have? Because, like, I'd be tempted to, possibly do some as long as it was, lawful and good.
We have some money in our party. How much do we have?
I was about to say we have money too, but
But remember, we also have to rebuild the settlement too. So
We already put a lot of money on that.
think of it as like a as an investment.
We could also
if
try
we-
and trade in some of our gear that we're not using.
Like this lash of immolation.
Like that. Just like a collection of other items. Hold on. I'm going back to roll 20 to see if I was missing any magic items on my sheet. The Great Purge has done many works.
If we can use this to get, stronger, it'll make things theoretically a bit easier and allow us to take on harder tasks, allowing us to get more funds for Blue Harbor.
Higher value quests.
Maybe
Some more
higher.
survivability.
Yeah. Survivability for some of us, damage for others.
I don't really have any valuable magic items at all. I only have my headband of intellect. That's all. Wow.
Didn't we have like potion of giant strength for ogre strength made?
I mean, like I have stuff like dried leaves, clockwork amulet, some like more like uncommon items, but nothing that's great. My rare item pick was the helmet of teleportation, which is the party item.
Yeah, but it's kind of like really useful at the moment.
It is really useful. That's why I got it.
Also, you have a band of intelligence.
Yeah, I have a headband of intellect. That's what Clyde is.
yeah, that's what
Pretend
Clyde is.
Mention
When
Clyde.
he talks to Clyde, yeah, that's his.
Oh my god.
I was trying to use it for wisdom things, which is why it became an issue. Like Clyde, should we turn left or right?
Yes. The 8-ball says yes.
I don't. Are we already switching to those 1 week long rules?
If everyone's cool with it, we absolutely could. I'd prefer it.
Huh?
Actually, is there any items here that increase our spell save?
Not in this horde.
Oh,
There
damn.
are
Okay.
those such items exist, but they're not in this horde.
Okay.
The descriptions are in the items. I will make the I will set you guys as observers for the items if you so choose.
I
So,
will.
Once
at
you're
least get-
observers of these items, then you can just copy them from the. Yeah.
I don't have much of stuff to trade in. Stuff that's not currently in use or just not worth that much. So I will dip into some party funds. I'll throw in. Really, I don't have much money myself. 1,000 gold of myself, and get at least the armor. A +2 studded leather.
Well, that's going to be 5,000 gold pieces.
Yeah. I'll adjust that. Likes to dip into party as needed.
Oh, you getting that for Dixie?
No, I need studded leather. And that will be it. But if we're switching to the week-long rules, getting a better weapon will probably be good. It doesn't have to happen now. I know that you have something in line, Yosa, that we could play with. Or I think you might be taking the whip or something. Yeah, something like that.
No, like I'd like to get a different weapon because hand axes are simple weapons. So
But also, the whip was really good, just not here. Right?
yeah,
So we're looking at switching around that for the Sharkbite Cleaver or something. So I think I have that for a weapon lined up, so I should be fine. But I'm gonna get that armor. I'll give him 5,000. Actually, for being friends, can I get a discount?
Who the fuck said you were friends?
this the man to show up to the barbecue and ask for the recipe and all of the leftovers at the same time. Like
Yeah.
who ints this person? Someone come get their mans.
Might I, for our standing relationship and for being friends and helping us out, helping you out with acquiring this cave, and all the future adventures we plan to help you on, might we get a discount?
It is because of our good standing that I'm allowing this exchange in the first place.
But it's gold. Is that not better?
I could just fight you and kick you out of my cave.
I wouldn't want to fight you.
I don't want to fight you, but I will.
Give him 5,000. I'll give him the 5,000
Alright then.
and be grumpy about it.
Yep, you get the +2 armor in exchange.
I've updated the party cash.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of jobs does he have for us?
He says nothing at the moment, but there is always the possibility of jobs coming up in the future. There's always something that needs doing. If you have anything in mind that you think might be of interest to him, you can raise that up. Otherwise, on top of which, like, if he adds anything more to his hoard between now and then, he will let you know as that would be an option that you could take for payment.
I mean, while gold is nice, gear is also nice as a repayment. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what you mean.
trying to-
Like, you can either take, he'll offer up some treasure, whether it be gear or gold, and you can haggle over like the price of the job in question when the job comes up.
I'm not trying to touch the party cash, so that's why I'm not getting nothing.
you could get something. It's a forward investment. It'll
No.
help you survive.
Having another frontliner is really not a bad idea at all. Having you and Yosa able to handle that entirely. In fact, I can join you guys up there now too. I'll have like a 18.
What can you do in frontline territory?
I'm a swords bard. I'm supposed to be on the front line.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hold on.
That's why I was looking at getting a sword too. But I think I'll just be taking a cleaver once we leave this place.
Wait, what's that? Wait, am I misremembering College of?
I'm checking for because I think I have an extra +1 to my armor, so I'm trying to find that.
You gain proficiency with medium armor and the scimitar. Oh, you can wear medium armor.
I have medium? No.
I have,
Yet. Yes.
Hard College of Swords.
It's literally in your bonus proficiencies. Why would I lie to you?
Wait, okay. Is this the same price to get?
Yep.
Do you want to change that out for a medium armor?
All +2 armor is apparently the same price.
Because you can just give that +2 to.
Well, no, we still have to
Yeah,
buy it. So
I know. I'm saying you're gonna swap it out. I think you're looking for.
half plate.
It's quite possible that X would have better remembrance over what he can do than Vel does.
yes. Especially with the headband of intellect. So we don't do so much stealth, do we?
Hmm?
We don't do much stealth, right, guys?
Stealth. I can't stealth. I don't know what you're talking about.
And Dixie already can't stealth. Okay, yeah, I'll pick half plate then.
We have ruled out stealth, and either way, if we need to, we have the belt of invisibility. We just get naked.
Well, Jay has his familiar, and usually we use the banana bird for scouting stuff and stuff. Because none of us are really great at stealth but him. And Jerry, with his flying.
And I think I took. Where did I get?
And
I'll have to
it's
figure this
gonna
out because I had
be.
a +1 to my armor, and I just don't know where it was from.
You might actually tie me in terms of AC right now.
What did you say?
19.
Oh yeah, I am that. Possibly 20.
I have a 17 right now, but, that's my normal. I have chain shirt. That's what I have as armor.
Oh, I guess.
I'll figure this out.
Excuse me.
I mean, I have like 16K. I could buy a level 2 or +2 item.
You certainly could.
How much was the library at Blue Harbor?
Let's see here. Swapping back over to the journal,
I got
building
you.
costs.
I got you. It's
Library is
3
3 to 6,000.
3 to 6,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You could get Charlie armor if you desperately wanted to improve the front line that much, or you get yourself something.
Yeah, I'll buy myself +2 studded leather.
Okay. Just subtract the 5,000, and you can add that to your inventory. Should be available in Compendium.
Yep.
Is Curdy gonna get anything else?
I'm just saving money for other things.
They're sitting at like 25 grand over there.
11K.
You are responsible for rebuilding an entire city.
Yeah.
It's not like other campaigns where you can just spend it all on magic items.
That's very true.
Curdy needs to finance his own library.
Who took the Sentinel shield from the party inventory? I forgot who has that. I'm sitting here looking at. Oh, okay. I was sitting here looking and seeing.
That's why my initiative is so good, despite having +0 to initiative.
That's why I'm technically not. I'll worry about getting +2 or something later. I'm not taking any more from the party inventory because we do have to rebuild, and to me, that's more important. And I know that would be more important to my character.
I think we're in a good. I think we're in good standings in terms of survivability, at least. Because
Yeah, I can
what's
join
our
the summit.
lowest AC now? 17?
Because you guys keep track of that, I'm not.
That was more of a general question to people, and people clearly.
Yep, and I'm
17.
explaining why I'm not answering it. I don't know what everyone else's excuse is.
I don't even remember.
Lowest. I'm looking at Jay and Coco.
So plus.
We had a
Okay, so
note
14 plus
in the
dex.
party description. Just let me pull it back. That had the tracking of the buildings. Oh no, that was just the building costs. Didn't we had a priority list that we decided last time? Oh, my notes are empty.
So in building costs, Curdy had already invested in the library, and the party had invested in a dockyard. 1/6 of the dockyard.
Correct.
If you've already invested, doesn't that mean you already spent the money?
We already spent some of the money, but not the entire thing. Because the idea is to rebuild the entire port, and for that we need to build what, 6
I
dockyards?
meant
Yeah.
for the library.
No, the library he's
we
doing
built
all on his own.
we built the dockyard in like 10 houses, I remember.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds.
I have written down here that Curdy paid
Company.
for the library, and the party paid for 1/6 of the dockyard.
Then we debated how to use the rest of the party funds to build housing in order to house workers for the rest of the buildings, because that was our issue.
And apparently you guys decided not to buy houses just yet, because that's not on the notes. Oh. Nope.
Wait, no.
So
Did we fund in 100 houses?
They're like 100 houses.
you did. Yes, my mistake. So I do have listed separately between all the people who are buying stuff. I have both of these listed for library and dockyard. We also have what Mitri is paying for, Lysander, and Bashfulson, and down underneath for the city, you guys did spend enough money to have 100 houses built, but because you're not owning it, it's listed under the city's ownership. So, yes, you guys did spend money on housing, but it's listed under a different category because you do not own the houses. So that's on me.
I don't regret my decision.
Just while you're in your notes, when we're filling the entire thing, do you have the ETA for the finished construction?
It should be 1 to 2 months depending on the structures in question.
Okay, dockyard would be done before winter? I forgot.
The housing and dockyard should be done before winter, yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, the library wasn't started on because it wasn't high enough priority.
Yeah. But the first thing that needs to go is the dockyard, so we could like bring in resources, and then the houses to go for the workers. Okay, I remember. It's all coming back together.
Well, I can't see anything where that came from, so I am just at 19, but that's still pretty damn good. I'll be joining you up front. Went from 15 to a 19. That's insane.
I honestly
so
do think
you guys are taking the brooch, and you are currently deciding on who's spending what for upgrading gear.
I'm done.
I think I have more than enough gear if I'm just going to use this axe for now.
Alright. Coco, if you'll go under items, under Blue Harbor, you will find the lovely brooch of coconuts.
Yes, thank you. I've seen it and I've added it to my character and changed it from loot to equipment just so it can consume a
Attunement slot.
Yep. Because for
Fantastic.
some reason, when you have loot, you can't make it consume attunement slots, which is stupid.
Oh,
I agree.
I was really hoping the brooch would be spelled Coco Nuts with K's. I'm
I mean, it needs to make sense
Your
in
disappointment is
universe.
immeasurable and your
so-
day is ruined.
yeah. It's like eating chicken nuggets from Macca's. Disappointing every time. My day is ruined.
Hey,
A lot of
Yeah,
people
across
from
the
New
room.
Zealand, because that's what in Australia that's what they call McDonald's. I know this because I have a best friend from New Zealand, and she calls it Mackers, and now
Yeah.
I call it Mackers.
Leave Macca's be.
Macca's, not Mackers.
Macca. Macca.
I'm sorry. The best part of that really was though just Jay like a mile away laughing.
What? Oh yeah, I was in my bed. I didn't need to plug my phone in. It didn't charge last night for some reason.
I think outside of that, everyone else is that.
Yeah, I guess I don't have the money to spend it on anything +2, so.
Having money is nice. I don't know what that's like. My character's poor still.
Half my money got eaten.
you had money.
Construction, projection for energy. And now I just need to remember that I can rack up sympathy points, and it's just +1 per failed attack, and +5 for net ones. Okay. Just question: the racking up a sympathy point is just for when I make attack rolls, correct? Or is it for like any types of roll?
See here, double checking on the exact description. Whenever you miss an attack roll, yes.
Yeah. And you gain
Yeah,
4
so it's
net
for
one.
weapon attacks, spell attacks, and the such.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm. And bearing in mind, those do last indefinitely.
Oh, so I can just stack them up? It doesn't
Mhm.
recharge after a long rest? Oh.
Yep. Does not reset to 0 on a long rest.
Are we doing martial prowess rules in this game?
If we get that high, yes.
Yippee!
He just adds like a +30 to an attack roll.
That's not how martial prowess works. Martial prowess was specifically to add utility to martial characters outside of combat. So, although you can add martial prowess to athletics check, the intention is that you not use martial prowess when making grapple checks.
No, it wasn't there also something about like just really high rolls?
Yeah, for Johnny when he was lying.
Yeah. He gained, what, +15?
Good old knock.
Okay, all set.
Alright. Everyone's good? Nothing further to do in the fire giant area?
Not that I can think of. Anyone else?
Same.
Okay then. In that case, with the help of Zelendril, you guys are able to be escorted safely back to the Bloodhunter encampment, the Bloodhunter secret hideout, which will lead you guys back up to the hotel, so that way you guys can just hang out at the inn as if you had never left. And everyone can benefit from a long rest.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
thank
good.
Christ.
That was a long time we were gone.
Need that. Long rest. Where the
Don't
fuck
worry
is
about
that?
how much HP I just had needed to recover from this long rest.
Am I blind? Where's the long rest button? Oh, there. Under your hit dice.
All right. After the party benefits from a long rest, the party is awoken up by the enthusiastic beating of the door to your room.
Does he knock 3 times?
Yes.
Okay.
Who this?
Who is it?
All right. The answer is that it is. One sec. Yeah, it's Thorn, the head of the Bear Clan. He wants to speak to you guys.
Quietly to himself. Thorn who? But we'll let him in.
Does he want us to like go out downstairs or into like some private place?
He seems very adamant that he wants to speak with you immediately, so probably open the door right now to speak to him.
Okay.
Open
and
the
then
door.
we'll just like move in the room so he can speak.
All right, so you open the door and do you speak to him in the hallway? Do you let him in?
Let him in.
Let him in, I assume.
I'm in.
All right. Thorn enters in, and he's very clearly like upset, and he's been like involved in some busy work. But before he says anything, he takes note of the very large hobgoblin that's sleeping in the room with you.
What?
Oh yeah, you're still here.
Who's that?
Whoops.
Meet Drake.
Oh,
Drake, sorry, Drake.
right, Drake.
Yep, Dre gives a little bit of a wave, and Thorn just kind of like rubs the side of his head. Is like, whatever. We've trapped the Baphomet cultists to a cave, and we could use some of your help in rooting them out.
Oh, so is it an entire clan or just some subsidized cult that you managed to track down?
It is the last remnants of the wereboars, the entirety of the werewolf clan, as well as some strangers who we have never seen before, as far as we can tell. There's a good deal of minotaurs in there.
Oh, okay. How many creatures, roughly?
Roughly about 24, at least, that we could see. We are mounting an assault on them right now, and we could certainly use your help.
Cool. I guess we just like move and talk if everybody's prepared. What's your force at the moment?
Mostly,
size-wise?
yeah, so he explains that it's mostly the were-bears and were-tigers.
Mm-hmm.
That the, so, going down the list, he can't find the were-rats anywhere. He doesn't see there's no reports of the were-rats being part of the Baphomet cult, but he can't find out where the heck they are.
Mm-hmm.
The were-ravens are the ones who are, like, kind of hanging back, keeping an eye on things.
Mm-hmm.
The were-bats he's also not keeping, like, track of. They're probably, like, still guarding the food supply.
Yeah.
And the were-owls are also missing.
Oh boy. So we're potentially dealing with were-rats and were-owls.
I mean, I assume the rest just left the ship when all hell broke loose.
It's
the
also
very
very
least.
true. They could be scurrying around somewhere.
Yeah. At the very least, we have like some minotaurs, some wereboars, and some.
So like half of the whole.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, is there any specific target that you want us to focus on while you deal with the mess, or anything?
They're not worried about the rats and the owls right now. It's the top priority is taking care of the Baphomet cult. It's
Yeah, that's what I'm
probably-
saying. Like, if we help you attack them, like, is there any target that you want us to focus on? Namely, the weird figure that no one has seen before, or like take down the minotaurs, like some shit like that.
As far as he's concerned, like just take out whatever the hostile targets are.
Cool. Pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Let's get to it.
Any preparations the party would like to do?
Does he want us to send anybody over or take anyone back with teleportation?
Not at the moment. He needs all hands on deck. Because everyone else who could help is either missing or dead, largely thanks to you.
Oh. Whoa. If it isn't the
cult
consequences of my actions.
The
You
other.
have Luke.
Yeah, we should probably hop to it.
What do you mean? Thanks to us? What does that mean? We only killed the bad ones.
We literally eradicated an entire clan.
Oh, the
Everyone
bad
else
ones.
is either dead or missing, largely thanks to you.
Mm-hmm. And the one that like fled the ship are probably
then
because of
you're
us.
welcome.
Yeah.
No, this is not a you're welcome.
This is we got rid of the bad people. Now we're going to get rid of more bad people.
We got rid of the good people too.
No.
Yeah, you teleport somewhere else to the other side of the mountains.
They're not gone or like they're not dead. If it has to be need them back. That's one of the things. Do you need anyone teleported there or back while we're at it?
He'll be saying that because it was only 6, that probably not.
Okay, that was the question.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Drax, do you want to
Like,
fight
we have
this or do you
Drake,
want
so-
back?
Yeah.
Drake says that
before?
Drake says that he's going to fight, and if you try and teleport him back, he will fight you.
All right. Just
What are you gonna do, funny slime man?
please don't die. We really don't need your blood on our hands. You got real close back there.
I mean, I guess
Drake says that he
Fernando
doesn't
would-
remember what happened after he went in the lava.
But do decide to take a dip, what?
Drake says that
Not
he does
so
not
much, he
remember what
just-
happened after he went in the lava.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. He took a nice dip. We dealt with it. Don't worry. That's all that matters.
I mean, no, you don't realize you attacked us after you took a dip in the lava.
That hurt. He's got a meaty backhand.
Yeah.
He just kind of shrugs at that one and moves on.
Anyway, where to?
Alright, so the party will be led to a cave system, and it won't be long afterwards that the fighting starts. The party will be attacked by lycanthropes and cultists, all of which are attacking with mundane weapons to keep things moving at a brisk pace. Because, honestly, you guys have a full recharge to full health, everything. This fight's pretty trivial, overall. Drake winds up getting pulled aside to deal with a rather buff Minotaur-looking fellow who identifies himself as the leader of this particular sect of the cult. So yes, Drake decides to fight that guy, and allows the rest of you guys to be ushered forward to deal with any cultists that are further in.
He'll be fine. I have faith in Drag.
Just
If
know that
lava
he
can't
dies.
take the man down, a Minotaur can't.
Just know that if he dies, we might die when we go back home. Okay?
Ah.
It's fine. Let him have some fun.
Oh,
I
let
mean,
him
he
have
did
some fun.
single-handedly kill 3 fire giants, so buff Minotaur might not be as much of an issue.
It's gym day for Drag today. He's doing axe swings, or actually, what weapon does he use?
Drake hasn't seen this much action in a while. I'm gonna call him Jim now.
Yeah, Drake has not seen this much action for a while. So, as the party continues forward, deeper into the cave, trying to find any cultists, they do blast their way through a few more cultists, pretty trivial. You do hear the the death roars of some minotaurs as they are being slain, as well as the distinct sound of blade work. When the party comes to what they can only assume to be the final room in the cave system, they see a single werewolf in his hybrid form, wielding a sword and armor surrounded by dead minotaurs.
Sorry, I should have done this sooner. Yosa, do you want to take the whip?
Do I want to take the whip?
Do you want to switch to the whip? The only thing that why you didn't was because it was a fire aspect. When we were in the fire giant cleaner.
I don't mind swapping out to the whip.
And then I could take the cleaver.
Oh yeah, we should have done that before we
Select
left. Yeah.
accumulation. Either deal so as it gets +1. On hit, you deal an extra 1d6 fire damage. When you score a critical hit, target's restrained until starting next turn.
Yeah.
Once per day, you can invoke the rune to increase fire damage to a 2d6. Might be slightly better for you.
Mm-hmm. And you want to take the shark bite cleaver?
Yeah.
I totally forgot to do that in the morning.
Yep, I forgot too. So I just realized, like, wait, crap, we need to switch weapons.
Yeah, we gotta fix that. Hold on. Yeah, take it.
All right. I'll set that up. Actually,
So
is it
he
set up?
look hostile? What's the read on the situation?
You can do a quick insight check.
I will do a quick insight check. That's a 2.
Wait, I'll try it as well. But in the room, is there
insight check?
the random dude
I
that
got you.
wasn't identified before? 18. Holy shit. Okay.
I got you with the insight.
Okay, so yeah, as far as you can tell, all that's in the room with you right now is a well-armed hybrid werewolf and a bunch of dead minotaurs who seem to have been Baphomet cultists based on what you know from Baphomet.
Okay.
So Jerry and Baldwin, you can tell that there was like very clearly a breakdown in the command structure of some sort, where the werewolves and the cultists had been allied as far as everything you've seen up until now, but apparently this werewolf decided that he's going to be not following the orders of the cultists. He's decided he's not going to work with them anymore for some reason.
Charlie wants to
that's good, yeah.
Yeah, I want to point at him.
Okay, you point at him. It says, Varric Greyfang, werewolf, chosen of Luferus.
Well, how the turntable tables.
I'm going to mind link with him and be like,
I pointed. I
alright,
basically
what's the
tell
plan
the
here?
group.
You're outnumbered. We don't want to kill you. It seems like you did the good. You kind of did our job for us. Wanna work together to take out the rest of the cultists? Join the fight?
He seems his eyes are twitching a little bit as he's realizing someone is speaking with him telepathically. Which one of you's doing that?
Jerry, point at Curdy.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
I'll speak him telepathically, not me.
That's even worse.
He kind of snarls at that, but not to the point of rolling for initiative.
Give the men some privacy, please.
I gotta do bard things. Anyway.
Was anyone like piping up as to who was doing what? I mean, Jerry pointed out to Curdy, so.
Yeah.
I'm not getting involved in that. That's a good way to catch some hands.
Yeah. If not, like, Jerry's just gonna pipe out and said, Yes, so we've basically taken care of what's behind for the Baphomet cultists. We were told that there was an unidentified man dealing with the cultists. Was that you, perchance, or is there still someone at large that is taking like the lead of this cult that needs to be dealt with?
He'll explain that, and this does match up with the information that you have been told.
Mm-hmm.
That big Minotaur guy goes by the name of Bloodhorn. He was the cultist that was in charge. He was the leader of the whole cult. The cult somehow got wind of the whole lichen colony thing here going on.
Mm-hmm.
Decided to get the more savage members to join the cult. Succeeded in doing it with the boars and the sharks, and was trying to get the werewolves. Varric Greyfang right here, leader of the werewolves, was playing along for a while and decided that he had had enough, that his loyalty is not to Baphomet, it is to Lufrus.
Okay.
What do I know about Lufrus?
Why do I recognize that name?
So,
Can I make like a religion check?
you can't because you're not from this place, but Charlie or Yosa can.
I will. I will take the attempt. Why not?
I will too. Religion. Hold on. Did we
Wow.
both just get a 10 at the same time?
I have
Yep.
-1.
And she has
Yeah,
plus
neither of you guys, no one in the party has heard of Lufrus.
Okay.
Yeah,
That is
fuck. I know about the
crazy.
old gods. I don't know about the new gods. Fuck.
Yep.
And I have nothing to point at, so
Okay.
I
Okay.
should probably read up on the new gods.
Okay. So with
Man, that New
like, the
Testament really should have hit
information
different, huh?
plus the scene
Yeah,
that's laying in front of us, can I like just walk down to his level, like unassumingly, just hands up and saying, okay, so you've turned up on the clan, we came here to eradicate the cult. Now, I assume that either by force or rank, you are currently the highest ranking member of the Grey Fang clan with us. What is your objective for your clan at the moment?
I'm going to leave here with what's left of my clan and start anew somewhere else.
Okay. When you say start new, do you still want to abide by the general, what's the word? I don't want to say ferocious. What's the word for savage? Savage. The general
Savagery?
savage rules of your clan that has been basically dictating the rampage, the pillaging, and everything else? Or are you willing to try and build a more civilized environment for the benefit of your clan in the long run? Because that's what many of the clans are currently doing at the moment. And we have a potential safe haven for lichens. But that's up to
You said you have a potential safe haven for lichens?
At the condition that they are willing to, be more civilized and work with other races. That's the caveat. And that depends on what's the vision for him and his clan, like the vision he has for his clan.
Okay, so do you name drop Blue Harbor specifically, or
No.
are you just making a vague reference to it?
So far, I just make a vague reference to it, just
Alright.
trying to gauge like what's his idea / play of like how he wants to handle his clan now that he has full control of it again.
So basically, he explains that he came in and tried to work with the others for setting up the town. That didn't work. He tried to see what the cultists were offering. That didn't work. The thing that worked best was when it was just his clan going out there and just doing what werewolves do.
Okay. Then yeah. I'll just point out to the fact that the Baron is currently like in a troublesome position with the what's the word? The Jins from the north. So if he wants to relocate, I would recommend going far away from that, just because war might be brewing. So
Yeah,
if
he knows.
really
He,
wants to start
like,
clean and like
they've
have
been in like varying degrees of heat in this war for like centuries, so he knows.
yeah, but as I'm stating, like if he really wants to, like if he really is going for the safety of his clan, then going as far away as possible is probably the best idea at the moment.
Yeah, he intends to like roam the countryside and find an adequate place for new hunting grounds for his people.
Okay.
Don't tell us or anyone else where, and leave as soon as possible.
He
won't
nods on
stop
that
you.
one. He just says, "Tell them that you found me and that you managed to kill me."
And if they ask for proof,
He takes off his shoulder pad and then tosses it to you.
good man. All right. I wish you the best.
He gives you a nod and lets you guys leave because presently there's only one exit out of this cave.
Yep.
Jimmy's past us.
I assume there's no like interesting loot on the Minotaurs. It's just like rough axes or hammers and.
Nope,
I
no
mean-
weapons at all.
I would like to harvest some of the Minotaurs.
The
You certainly
Bahamut
can.
cultist thing, they don't attack with weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, I forgot.
Okay, I've got a. I actually did pull it up. So, Minotaur. What monster type are they, or what type are they?
They should be monstrosity.
Monstrosity. I'm pretty sure that's arcane. What's the CR?
I'll double check on that one. Let's see here, Minotaur. And it does get a little bit funky because, yes, there's the Minotaur race and the Minotaur monster, and even in Backwater, both of them function differently. The challenge rating is 3.
Okay.
A
So
Minotaur?
it's just a T and 11, and then sleight of hand. So I'm just gonna do Arcana again. Nat 20. All right. So I'm gonna harvest all the Minotaurs. How many Minotaurs are there?
1 sec, will I roll for that one?
A few dozens.
Holy shit, 25.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
All right.
All this money
So
to
we
himself.
can make 25 sets of studded leather plus 1. We can make 25 Minotaur compasses and 25 Helm of the Minotaur. Helm of the Minotaur is interesting. So when you move at least 10 feet towards his target and make a successful shove attack, you may choose to deal 2d8 piercing damage as an addition to the shove attack's regular results. Not attunement, uncommon.
And what's the other things we can make with that?
Minotaur compass. You hold this compass and focus on a location that you've been to. This compass points you in the direction you would need to take to retrace your steps back to that location, so long as it's on the same plane of existence as you.
Oh hell
This may
yeah!
not be
I want one of
insanely-
those.
And,
Yeah.
and there was a third item. What was the third one?
Studded leather plus 1.
Stud leather plus 1.
Dude,
I mean, I
get
guess
the Jack
the
Sparrow
leather.
compass.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
I
you
mean,
that
I could
studded
use
leather.
pirate.
one.
That would be good for for Dixie.
Because right now all I have is a chain shirt, which is
Actually
a
might be higher, isn't it?
13 to armor class.
Let me double check. So studded leather plus 1 is 13 plus dex mod.
What's your dex?
Plus 1.
You would be gaining 1 AC.
I guess something.
Still have to spend the downtime making all this, but yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, and either I don't know how that will work, but maybe sell the rest to the hobgoblins just so you can like equip them with some good
Yeah.
shit. Have a little bit more of a sturdy force project in protecting the harbor.
Yeah, well, we have It's 4, 10, 10 for the stuff. So it's what? So
We got an army to equip.
Mhm.
we do. I mean, just imagine all the goblins with minotaur horns just fucking impaling people.
Charging, yeah.
Yep.
Imagine Romula with that too, though. Oh my god.
Yeah. Anything else? Party's just turning back around and heading back to the rest of the crew.
Yeah.
I would imagine so.
Okay. Party heads back. The rest of the lycanthropes, as well as Dreg, have managed to slay the cultists, as well as a few werewolves that seem to not be part of Varric's plan. Not questioning it. They thank you for your help in defeating Varric and the cultists. So the party's free to head back to town and discuss future plans with the lycanthropes of what remains of them.
Okay. If we have a say in this, then I would go for exile recommended for the lichens.
Mhm.
So that could align with the plan of the chief.
Who are you exiling?
The rest of the lichens?
The werewolves?
Oh, the werewolf. Sorry.
Yeah, as far as they know, all the werewolves are dead. According to you, Varric is dead by your hand.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like still some that were left in the
Nope.
community.
Nope, as far as they know, everyone's dead.
You're right. Correct. Never mind then. No news on the were rats either.
Not immediately. One sec. I had that goddamn list somewhere.
Maybe we can enlist the help of the crows to find the rats.
Yeah, I had a list of magic items that you were supposed to get from a certain specific thing, but I can't find the damn list of where it is.
Testing. There we go.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I think it wasn't working. I was like, yeah, we killed them all, and we had the shoulder blade of the leader to prove it.
Well, I do remember there was supposed to be a specific item, so one sec while I double check on, so I can make sure that you guys get the right item.
Okay.
My God, people, please stop calling my house.
They're calling your house, not you.
I have a house phone still.
Man's living in the past.
Yeah, I also grew up with AOL screaming at me. My grandmother won't get rid of the phone.
You have the like call from Angie.
We used to. Comcast dropped that, thank Christ.
This just rings the whole house. Call from. Shut up.
No, instead, my grandmother has a house phone because she uses it so that people can reach her.
See here. Nope. That's not it.
So,
See
like,
here.
8 o'clock onwards until 9 p.m., it just rings constantly. It drives me clinically insane.
Okay, cool. So it actually
Wow,
is in
are
the
clinically insane?
MRD.
We're not getting into that.
Okay. I did find out the magic item that you guys were supposed to get. Party returns back to the town, and they see a number of elves there, so this is obviously the Owl clan that went missing.
Oh, they're back.
Oh,
Yes.
the owls are back.
Thorn says that he's going to confront them as to where the heck they've been. The party can retreat back to the inn for meal. You guys probably must have skipped breakfast at this point. Whatever. Just he directs you to head back to the inn, and that's where you'll be discussing things. Once you get back there, you do see the other three adventurers, Kazira, Journey, and Ronatir, that you had freed from the fire giant.
Right.
Yes. Journey. So Kazira is happily eating a meal as if nothing happened. Journey seems very despondent. Ronatir looks a bit stoic, but he sees you guys and he goes over and he offers you a small owl figurine.
Ooh, is that one of those feather totem?
A figurine of wondrous power.
Yeah, one of these.
What is that?
We had one of the raven, I believe.
It's still a raven one.
Yeah.
Yes. Ronatir explains that we did a quick job for the Owl Clan. This was our payment. We rather just as soon put that quest behind us.
Oh. It turns into a giant owl for 2 days.
Huh.
This is the serpentine owl, right?
Yes, it is the Serpentine Owl. The owl statue can become a giant owl for up to 8 hours. Once it has been used, it can't be used again until 2 days have passed. The owl can telepathically communicate with you at any range if you and it are on the same plane of existence.
8K gold. Holy shit. Okay.
That's pretty
We're not selling
cool.
it. We use it. We fly.
Yeah, I know.
Someone already has flight.
Yeah, no, that could be good to traverse. How many people can be on the back of a giant owl?
How many
2 or
giant?
3?
It's a large beast. Might just be 2.
I think it's 2, yeah.
Okay, what's this?
We also have
owl?
Jazz, so and we have Jay can fly pretty much, on insanity.
Oh, so technically
What?
the
I
owl
can't
would be
fly.
faster than yes.
You're the Flash, is what I mean.
Oh, I mean technically I can fly. I do know the fly spell, or I've got a spell scroll for it.
And you're really, really fast.
Currently the fastest J alive.
Yep. Coco, currently the best of himself right now. Yeah, I don't care who. One of us 3 that can't keep up, though. You guys take it.
I mean,
I guess Charlie? Because you're not necessarily a frontliner, but you also have range stuff, so you might be useful on an owlback.
and on an owl mech. Oh yeah, because that being up in the sky, dropping down divine smites out of the sky. Sacred
sky.
light.
This little.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be up in the clouds, just be on it, be singing it, and then drop it down. This little light of mine.
Well,
You have to do the strategy where you fly in from the sun so they can't see you.
Just be
become the
light
land.
coming down. Just be the light coming down.
It's
From
a
the
it's a
sky?
strategy that we use in the military where if you can, you fly from the angle of the sun because they can't see you
Yeah.
through the sun, so they never see you coming.
You are your own divine light.
I almost said something, but I didn't want to. I don't feel like making a wisdom save right now.
Well, anyway, yeah, he gives you the figurine and he heads back to his party. You do hear Journey murmuring something, and Ronatir just gives her a pat on the back, trying to calm her down.
Can I try and hear what that was?
You can make a perception check.
Yeah.
Alright, you two both hear the same thing with a 16. They ate them. They just came down and ate all of them.
I will inquire about that. I'm gonna scoot up. Who's they, sweetheart?
The owls. Where owls eat were rats. They just ate all of them.
Oh, they took advantage of the confusion to just eat the entire clan. Holy shit.
Oh. I can understand that being a pretty gruesome sight to see.
I thought they just wanted to talk. They wanted us to escort the were-rats out to the clearing. There was so much blood.
Were the were-rats just missing, or were they part of the cult?
The were-rats were not part of the cult as far as you know.
So the second party, like the adventurer party that we just rescued, got tasked by the were owls to escort the rare rats out of the town, just so they can feast on them.
Yep.
I have a word to be had. I'll give them a pat on the shoulder, and I'm going to leave the inn with whoever wants to come with me.
Oh, I will join him in that.
All right. I assume you're going after the were owls.
Yeah, are they still outside talking with Thorn?
Yep.
I will listen briefly to what they're talking about before interrupting.
Okay, so the leader, who I'll, for the sake of it, we'll just call Moonfeather. Strix Moonfeather is his name, but yeah, for the sake of convenience. So Moonfeather is explaining to Thorn that, yeah, we stepped away because we understood that the were-rats were part of the Baphomet cult, and we were making sure to hunt them down because, hey, you know, were-rats, as soon as like stuff gets terrible, they just as soon as run away as opposed to stay and fight. So we hunted them down and took care of them.
Wait, but we didn't think the were-rats were part of the Bahamut cult, so that's bullshit?
As far as you guys know, yeah. So
I'm drawing in that. Okay.
So, Jerry, as far as you can tell, that is bullshit. Actually, things like, well, you didn't know. Maybe the owls knew. You haven't talked to the owls. You didn't know what they do or don't know.
Can I point at him?
Yep.
And not point at him.
Yeah, I
Yep,
point at
it's,
everybody. I have a problem.
Yes, you do.
You point at Strix Moonfeather. The ring says, Strix Moonfeather, Elven Were-Owl.
That's it.
Yep.
I mean, I guess that's just part of, like, nature circle.
Does Coco say anything about that being bullshit? Or Jerry?
I'm trying to think. Because, like, are they also part of the people that we were trying to bring back to Blue Harbor, or no?
We're trying to bring anyone that would be peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only lycanthropes that you've taken back so far have been were-owls.
Oh.
Wait,
Yep.
I thought
Oh no. Oh no.
Huh.
I thought we brought back the bear and the tiger.
Nope. For some reason, you decided to elect only the were-owls because they were a sort of scout.
Well, I don't think we picked anyone in particular. He mentioned a few, and we said no to ravens.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know that the ravens and the owls were the scouts. You didn't want the were-ravens, so you elected to take the were-owls. You specifically wanted them because, as opposed to more fighters like the bears and the tigers, because you were worried about the Baphomet cult.
Yeah. Does Jerry share that's bullshit with the party?
Right now, who's around the place? Just the leader of the were owls and the leader of the were bears? That's it?
Yeah, currently these are the two who are kind of like talking, like they're a little bit off to the side, but they're not like hidden in an enclosure or whatever. Like anyone who's like walking up can hear them speaking.
Okay.
Which is, imagine what we're doing. We're walking up, like X is stomping over, like what the do they do?
Yeah, so Jerry's just walking into that and say, okay, so let me get this straight. Your first instinct after assuming, because we had no proof that the Rats clan were in any way, shape, or form in league with the clan was to drown out the entire clan, men, women, and children outside of the town just so you could take care of them personally. Given the food chain and the way that things work in general in the animal kingdom, I assume that's not too far away from how lichens work either. Don't you find that kind of really in your benefit? For no other reason than just you took the lead on this?
It was advantageous to us to take care of the were-rats when we had them all together, as opposed to letting them scatter out to the winds and become a nuisance for any settlements that they happen to come across.
And
We
what
have reason to believe that they were part of the Baphomet cult. Even if they weren't, it's still better that they are no longer an issue for anyone else.
And I
So they don't
turned to the
know.
leader of the
He
werewolf
just-
clan. Have they ever actively hurt the community in any way, shape, or form?
Not this particular one, but we also hadn't had a chance to establish ourselves yet.
No, I'm
Much the
talking
same
don't
as
about
the
even-
like,
were-boars and the were-sharks hadn't had a chance to hurt the community yet, directly, but that was the point of the cult. To bide their time and wait for an opportunity to afflict us.
I'm gonna catch that maybe, and be like, what?
Dixie.
Maybe if they weren't maybe part of the cult, you don't
Even
know?
if they weren't, he's still sticking to the story that they were, but he says even if they weren't part of the cult, they were still a problem.
Hey, Charlie, do you have Zone of Truth active? Or do you have Zone of Truth prepared?
Let me scroll down and see. Where is
Hey, remember we wanted it for previous sessions, but I don't
No,
know.
sorry. I have it, but it's not prepared.
Damn.
Don't we have? I feel like we had like a truth serum at some point.
We're really gonna truth serum this man?
Do we have one?
I'm just gonna be blunt about it. I'm gonna be very honest. I don't really feel comfortable housing a clan that decide to take action on their own hand like that without at least consulting the chain of command before acting like this. Because even if this might be an isolated case, the way that you handle the situation just shows how much of a problematic leader you can become. And I don't feel comfortable with welcoming you into Blue Harbor, where we have very complex matters to attend to with a lot of people and facets. So, yeah.
That's perfectly acceptable. If you'll just return to us the rest of our kinsmen, we shall find refuge somewhere else.
Let us say this: you'll be held accountable for anything that they have done wrong in the passing days.
I accept that.
I mean, that dude just got a feast out of it while everybody was busy, so yeah, of course he's okay with that.
I don't know how much he was lying, so I still can't call complete bullshit. But like, do you have proof that they were part of the Bahamut cult?
We have strong reason to believe that they were, based on reports.
So no. Your answer is no.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Damn you
I would
all.
say it.
Opportunist bloodsuckers. Opportunistic bloodsuckers.
Could have literally killed innocent.
The whereabouts are better than you.
Charlie, do
I
you
mean,
bring up the fact that they could have killed innocent people?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, like, literally, without proof, you just could have killed an entire race for what? They were innocent, as far as we know, without proof.
I assure you, they were not innocent. I bet my life on that.
Do you know of any instances where they've intentionally inflicted harm upon others for no apparent reason?
They were were-rats that had embraced their curse. Much the same as a werewolf who embraces their curse is not innocent, neither is a were-rat. To embrace the curse is to become part of it. Embrace the curse of being a were-rat is to spread disease, is to be a thief, is to be a murderer who absconds with people in the dark of night to feast on them and spread chaos throughout settlements everywhere. They are a plague.
So
And how are you any
what-
different from that?
Hmm?
And how are you any different from that?
Because we eliminate such plagues.
So what you're telling me is that they intentionally would afflict people with the were-rat curse intentionally?
Charlie, I'd like for you to make a history check.
Okay. History.
The rat plague, the black plague.
I'm
Oh
rolling like
god.
crap today.
You have inspiration.
Yeah.
I have a +0 to history. But I'll try again. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Alright.
Let's pray.
Oh
You
no!
can use
exact
mine.
same
It's
thing.
fine. You can use mine.
I mean, pretty much everyone here has come from a world that has were-rats, so anyone else who wants to make a history check can.
Please do. Someone else try.
I will do this with my +1 or my -1 to history.
Hey.
That's a 0.
19.
Okay, so Curdy knows for a fact that what he's saying about were-rats are true. These guys go into settlements, particularly cities, but pretty much any settlement would do. They often hang out in sewers. They regularly steal from settlers, like just the people of the settlement that they live in. If anyone finds out that they exist, they will kill that person. They regularly spread disease and ultimately lead to the downfall of whatever settlement that they are a part of. If a substantial force finds them and tries to go to eliminate them, they scatter to the winds, and rather than all jointly moving to another settlement, they'll just all go off into other settlements.
So they
Okay,
spread
so-
like that.
Then I want to basically apologize for my comrades and their harsh.
Wait,
What?
I'm
wait,
going to.
wait! Before you do that, what are the crimes of the were-owls as well?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Because every race has done
Mhm.
bad things. What are the crimes of the were-owls that we would know of?
Like, what's the general
So
description
Jay,
of were-owls?
because I want to be a little bit nice on this one, Jay, you can make a history check with advantage because you rolled so well with the were-rats. Charlie and Baldwin, you can roll for the were-owls history check on them.
24.
24, holy shit.
Suck.
I've got +9 to history. He's looked a while.
It's still 19.
Yeah.
I'm rolling
No,
crappy
plus
today.
9.
I'm using intelligence, one of the only thing I have a negative modifier on.
I have a 0 to intelligence, so yeah.
I have
Now, when it comes to wisdom, on the other hand,
a +5 to history.
Okay.
Okay, so you know from your extended research into other worlds that were-owls, it's very hard to get a handle on how common were-owls are because unlike something like werewolves that are constantly attacking and being a nuisance, or were-bears where they tend to stay in their hybrid or animal form, so it's like, yeah, we know that these guys are guardians. Were-owls tend to keep more of a lower they're less well known. They're not as overt in a lot of their activities. The specifically about the crimes, that will more come down to the individual as opposed to the curse of lycanthropy itself. They do seem to be more like a sort of, they're more aligned towards what the werebears do, where they're like a guardian of some sort, where they mostly focus on preying on rodents and rodent-like creatures such as were-rats or even rat folk. In terms of alignment, they would be lawful evil. So
Wait, what? They're
Yeah.
guardians, but they're lawful evil.
yes,
Mhm.
so they are like going out of their way to like mostly focus on serving themselves because like yeah, we eat these guys, we like eating these guys, but at the same time we are trying to justify it because the things that we are eating are themselves evil and a nuisance to everyone else around us. Are we killing them because they're like a threat to everyone else around it? No, we're killing them because we like to eat them, but also we're defending it because, hey, we're also kind of doing you a favor.
Mhm. That's how
You may
do it.
apologize.
Apologize anyway. I'm sorry for the way my compadres were questioning us because we don't like when innocence is killed without proof, right? And I'm so sorry for our actions towards you, to where if you felt slighted in that way, I apologize.
Apology
Still
accepted.
entirely-
We also don't like the death of innocence.
I'm gonna roll inside on that.
All
Okay.
I'm saying is, next time you want to do that, just make sure that the current hierarchy in place is aware of your doings.
Sorry, Coco, I could not make a word of that because you're very quiet.
He wants to make sure the hierarchy is in play. No,
Yeah,
aware.
just saying
Alright.
like next time, because like I don't know, they could be useful force, but then again, like, do we
Yeah.
really want to bring them in? We'll see.
It's up to you if you want to bring them in with the 20 insight. Moonfeather himself is at the very least speaking for himself, and he feels confident that he's speaking for the rest of his clan. That
Mhm.
he specifically does not like innocence to be hurt, and as far as he's concerned, the rest of his clan is in agreement with him.
Okay.
Okay.
Right?
At the very least, you know that he is convinced that were-rats are absolutely a plague, and they're better off dead.
Oh yeah, I
Yep.
don't.
Let's maybe not use others and emotion towards the inn in your ploy. Kind of. Some of them got hurt in their own ways.
He pauses but nods on that one. So he's taking your word for it, even if he's not fully convinced.
Oh boy.
If you want to put into simple terms, you literally just took out innocent people that had nothing to do with the way you live and the way that the were-rats are going, and just asked them to round up people so you could take care of them. And they
It's
don't
hardly much
necessarily
different from
know
us
how.
hiring adventurers to take care of the were-rat problem itself. We made their job easier by only having them corral them so that we could kill them.
One of our objectives here, not to kill them, but to make sure that they wouldn't intervene. Like, if we couldn't get them to join to the war effort, then to not intervene.
If you're
sure
going to
they
get them to, basically, top priority was to get the werewolves to join Lord Valchek. If you can't get them to join, at the very least ensure that they will never be a threat to his people again, namely by killing them.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of the best way to bring that up. Our no, I don't want to. No.
It's
not
fine.
worth it.
We'll just leave it like that and try to compensate them, like the adventurer specifically. Yeah, it's fine. It's just nature of things.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's next? Do we bring people back?
Well, at this point, you still have a few dozen people to bring back. It will take a number of weeks if you want to do it by teleportation. Could take just as long if you decide to escort them south and then bring a ship around to take them along the southern coast. So that way you don't have to focus on manually teleporting them in small pockets one by one.
Here's the thing, though. I have a feeling that once blood hunters catch on, they're going to try and put a stop to this.
You
I
can go
don't think.
talk to 'em.
I don't know. I want to talk to them. So,
I mean, before we do that, we still haven't heard the answer from the were bears and the were tiger head clans, if they actually wanted to move back to Blue Harbor or not. So I guess first we need to do one round trip to bring back the owl people that are already there. So I assume we could bring the adventurers back to Blue Harbor and have them work for Blue Harbor with that round trip. And then after we have the information, use the rest of the time as downtime for either solution. Because I guess in either cases, like it's just going to be transport and we won't need that much people. We can just appoint either people to the ship or someone to use the helm of teleportation to go back and forth, like someone trustworthy, and then we can use the rest of the time, like the rest of the downtime in Blue Harbor to do shit.
I don't know if we'll to go back right away because we need to bring. We can do 8 people. Maybe we do need to bring Drax back.
So that would be
Drag.
The party -1 to account for Drake, plus the 3 people from the what's the word? From the adventuring party we rescued.
Wasn't there more than 3?
There's 3 adventurers that we rescued, wasn't it, Eric?
Yeah, it's 3 adventurers that you guys saved.
Oh,
yeah,
that was like at least 4. Okay. Over there.
So, what's the party doing right now? Hello?
Well, I assume first asking, like, what's the next leg of the journey planned by the Werebear clan, since we have him on hand at the moment, and maybe ask for reconvening with the head of the Were Tiger as well.
Alright. Yep, so if you go and talk to the bear and tiger, if you actively want to convince them, just make a quick persuasion check.
You got this, Jerry.
We believe in you, Jerry.
Oh, maybe not.
Jesus
I'll use
Christ.
my
Reroll
inspiration.
that.
There you go.
Hey!
Satisfactory.
That's
Okay.
perception.
That's
so you actually got
perception.
Oh my god.
27.
Just add a
Wait, can I
+8
roll
for that.
persuasion? Because I'm the bard.
No, you got
That's 4.
27.
It's 27.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll take the 27. So yeah, the bear and tiger agree that they will be making their way to Blue Harbor. They can likely convince the ravens, the owls, and possibly even the bats. Because
Like bats.
yeah, so according to you, if they are able to just express their nature freely without having to hide, that's a huge selling point for them.
As long as they work cooperatively with other races, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and just don't harm people of Blue Harbor, and then the rest you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, so as far as like all of the remaining lycanthropes are concerned, like they are perfectly willing to do that. The only caveat is that the bats want a cave high up in the mountains.
Do we have mountains around Blue Harbor?
Yeah,
I was about to
so
say,
it's
do we
interesting.
have mountains near Blue Harbor?
Yes,
Wait, can we give them the Black Dragon Cave?
the Black Dragon Cave is a hole in the ground.
Oh, never mind.
Plus, that is going to be my base of operations, so you don't touch that.
What?
So you guys do know that there is a mountain range, like Blue Harbor is specifically notable for being right next to the Merlin Mountains, which is not a lot of people are comfortable building near those mountains.
I mean, it's fine. It's probably
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so there might be cave systems up there. You can tell the werebats that they're free to explore up there and looking for caves.
How about we can take 2 of you guys back now? I think we got 5, 3. Oh. Maybe not. I think we're clapped on teleportation. We can bring some of you guys back tomorrow. Just gotta to try and find a cave system, or we can like try and get some information on the cave and get back to you on that.
Yeah, they'll find that acceptable.
Because honestly, I don't have any wrong with the whereabouts. Like, yeah, they attacked us, but that's because Jerry tried to attack their stuff. So it's all reasonable.
Yeah.
They also stopped and made a deal. They're
I
reasonable.
mean, I guess they could both be used as like vanguards for anything that might be coming from the Merle Mountain side, as well as like
Scouts. Jesus.
Or I was gonna say, night guard.
But
If need
I was
be,
also going to
if
say
they-
handling livestock, because I assume there's like some space between the Merle Mountains and Blue Harbor. So if we can try and claim that by having them putting an outpost to the Maryland Mountains, then we basically have a giant space for fields and or livestock available to us.
Oh, they could use it. Yeah, they have been raising some livestock too. They could be farmers in a way too and just help produce.
Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
but it just means that we can both, on one hand, expand the farmland to this direction because we know we have an outpost on the other side, so that's like expendable areas, as well as have people over there that can like work for Blue Harbor in general.
Part of which they can run, and Blue Harbor Market, part of that, and also more sources of food, which is kind of a little tight right now.
And they're gonna protect their livestock.
Yeah, we know they're going to protect their livestock because they protected it from us.
They put up a decent brawl against us.
So yeah, no, I'm all for having them. History check on if we know anything about their evil nature or nature. Nature. I about the same thing.
Alignment? Is that the term?
Yeah.
For?
DM, how could I figure out stuff like that? Actually,
So for werebats,
he's
because
quiet.
because the werebats are native to backwater, is going to be Curdy, Dixie, or Baldwin.
But I do have
Make it
Clyde.
Clyde helps you draw upon knowledge that you know.
I will take an attempt at a history check.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Never mind. Never
I'm
Baldwin's
not
like, I don't
needed.
know.
Call me when you have a fist fight on your hands.
Still gonna try. Look at me. We're little Baldwin. We're doing awesome.
Don't worry, guys. We still have to do the same thing with the Ravens. So
We're really awesome today, Bob. With our nats.
All right. So, what exactly is the information you'd like to know about them?
just like their nature, any if they're racially inclined to any criminal activities, evil activities.
Basically, the same description that we got from the were rats and the were owls.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay, so werebats, they tend to hang out in caves that are high up in the mountains. They prefer caves that outlook over nearby settlements. They are prone to predation on livestock, and they do have a history of attacking people. But at the same time, it's like, that's like the banditry also exists in like normal humans. So it's like, if these guys have a livestock and they get the promise of, if you leave our people alone, we'll leave you alone, you get the impression that the werebats are like not going to be attacking any people. Plus, these guys very clearly are raising livestock, so they should be fine on that too.
Which, by the way, if you guys will help you expand your livestock so you can sell and get other types of food too and whatever.
Right. Yeah, so it's like these guys, like, despite any like negative aspects of their history, this particular group should be able to be trusted.
Okay, yeah, bring them along. How many are there?
You should have asked that first.
Yeah,
It's just a matter of time. 2,000. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So we're good with the were tigers, were bears. Those guys, do we need any checks on those guys?
Both of those guys you know well enough to know that these guys are all trustworthy. The werebears and tigers are particularly trustworthy. The were-ravens are cool and generally pretty generous. The only problem that you have with the were-ravens is you did accidentally kill one of them on sight.
We raised him back. It's fine.
Right. But you did respond with violence when he was just trying to observe you, so...
I mean, fair.
Not a good first impression, but overall, like, they're not hostile to you.
But they're not. I mean, we know also they are the observers for the experiment, so they were like iffy on if we tell them in the first place because then they might tip off the blood hunters. But what does the party think?
I think they'll be fine as long as we make sure we have a good structure to like track everyone and make sure we have regular reports of everyone's activities, and we can just monitor this.
All right.
Plus, like on the other hand, since they're closer to Blue Harbor in general, then they'll also be dependent on the Hobgoblin Force for just law enforcement in general. So we don't have to just like keep an eye on them. There's already a system that can keep an eye on them. So you know.
No, I mean, if the were-ravens are happy to like join the city, they could be part of the guard force too.
Yeah.
I mean, scouting. Yeah.
We now have an air force.
We just decimated the potential navy, but that's it.
Yeah, the navy attacked us first, so
I mean, think about how much better a navy is with an air force, though.
yeah, but we didn't have much of a choice in that matter.
Were sharks are just more of the predatory sort.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. We can find some merfolk or something. They can form a good navy.
So
You do know that merfolk do live in this world.
I winged that. Let's go.
So did we forget
Baldwin
any
White looking for his mermaid wife.
I swear. I swear I saw her.
She's been on the ship. She sung up to me. I knew she was calling me. They do that to all the sailors. They lure you to death. No, it was from me. It's my wife.
So yeah, any other clans we forgot about, or is that this is the list?
That's
hit
pretty much all the
owl.
clans, as far as you know that you want to escort. The owls, ravens, bats, tigers, and bears.
Everyone else is dead.
At this point, yes.
Basically, yeah.
They're dead. They're not even missing. They're just dead. Like there's a few owls in Blue Harbor. They're not even missing. Everything else is dead.
Okay. So assume with one quick trip we can like bring back Drag and the adventurers, and then bring out the rest of the owls that are there. Get a quick report from that, then.
It's the same amount of time. Actually, it might even be longer at this point. Now that we have all the clans to teleport than to bring them by ship and escort.
Yeah.
That was my next question. Basically, like it was after exposing how Blue Harbor is to the heads of each clan, and having a roundtable talk about it. We can either offer to do it the fast way, which is going to be lots of teleportation, transportation.
It's not faster.
No, the ship will be faster.
Oh,
yeah, at this point, with all these clans, it'll be faster to take the ship. And I'm looking for an excuse to use the ship. So
I'm down for a ship.
Then, yeah. How long will it take to get the ship there?
If you teleport back down and have your crew like send the ship to these along the southern coast, that'll take about a little over a week to get to the destination on the other side of the mountains.
Should have just gone the ship.
And yeah, it'll take about a 10-day to like travel from where you guys are right now down south to the southern coast.
Okay, so a little bit under a month to do the entire trip back and forth.
Yeah.
Which we could also start teleporting, like, we could have them like, okay, be at this spot. Does anyone like have mementos from along the journey that what they would be taking back? Like, oh, well, I have this rock that I found in the river at the so-and-so river.
I mean, don't we have access to bags of holding?
No, because I'm just being like, okay, well, we could like along that 1 week trip, just still try and like teleport in like the people that are struggling to the ship and just teleport back and forth still, just making things even quicker.
I'm confused as to who you're referring to.
If they had like a stone or something from various locations along the journey they'll be taking along that week, because they'll be starting to head south to get out of town.
Nothing that's been there from within the past month, which, if I recall correctly, is a caveat for the object.
Is it?
But either way, you can't teleport the ship, so I don't understand.
Teleport them to the ship, because we'll be on the ship. I mean, I plans on being on the ship.
Yeah, but it's going to be the same thing as teleporting everybody back to Blue Harbor, so like I don't...
Just, they don't have to make the journey. They don't have to be walking. I don't know. As much.
I mean, they're going to have
As I
10
just-
days to prepare and to be ready at the bank of the river, so they can board by the time the ship arrives. So, like, they have 10 days to prepare.
Alright, whatever. Okay. Do they need to hear back from their owl scouts first at all?
They'd like to hear back from their owl scouts, but
Okay. So we're going to need to still teleport there back. We have 3 charges at least. So what we should do is teleport all of us back to Blue Harbor, I think.
okay. So the associated objects means that you possess an object taken from the desired location within the last 6 months, such as a book from Wizard's Library, bed linen from a royal suite, or a chunk of marble from a lich's secret tomb.
6 months. So we need to just every now and then, every 5 months, teleport back to New Pratch so we can switch out our souvenirs. Every 5 months. We'll put a note on our calendar for that. Okay, I will. So going back to teleportation, we should teleport people back to. We'll teleport the venturing team back to Blue Harbor. We can bring back the scouts and teleport back whatever is needed at that point. Like maybe if there's like some elderly or whatever, we can bring another like 7 people back or something. And they can also have their discussion with their scouts and whatnot, what they found, which I'd like to kind of have an ear to the ground on that conversation. Are we wanting to help them prepare in the city though, or like?
I was going to say about that, maybe we should make sure that they appoint second in command that will teleport right away to Blue Harbor so they can make preparation. So by the time the ship arrives back, things are already set up properly. And so I assume there would be one representative from each clan.
Whatever they want to do. So we'll relay that plan. Okay, we can bring 7 of you back today. If you guys want to find like someone's taking command to help set stuff up, as well as anyone that might need the extra help that can't travel by land or sea, we can bring extra 7 people today.
So they said that they're each willing to send one representative from each of their clans to like help get the ball rolling on making sure everything's set up properly for them.
Okay. First, we'll bring back the scouts for you, so you guys can have that chat.
Right.
We have to anyway.
Yep. Dreg says that he'd like to go back if you guys have no further fighting for him.
Yep, we should have a spot for that.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, so that's 6 slots taken out. 1 for each of the clan members and then 1 for him.
Yeah,
and there's 2 slots, so you can just like bring. Oh no, there's 2 slots, right?
We have a total of 16 that we can do, but one of those is taken up twice by the same person that's teleporting. Anyway.
So really, you have 14.
Yeah, 14 other people that can be teleported along with the caster once.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to spend the night in Blue Harbor. Okay.
I mean,
and then I personally would like to be on the ship that's bringing them back. I don't know if you guys have any objections to that or what you plan on doing next week for the next week.
I mean, Curdy will join X on the ship for sailing.
Yeah, pirates! Can you make the compass?
Yeah, I could.
Because then we could also point at the island and we won't get lost. Like it's
It's
super
an
easy.
uncommon magic item. I don't know how long they take. I think it takes a week.
Shoot.
Yeah, for 5 days.
Yeah, 5 days.
Well, I mean, you could do that
Hmm.
while you're on the ship, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's what
we'll
I was
just use
going to
conventional
ask.
means until then. And the last few days, we
Do
just
you even have water vehicle proficiency?
I've been working on that actually. During
Okay.
our big downtime, I took all that.
I was about
Okay,
to say I will join for some ship tomfoolery, but I do not have
Yeah.
water vehicle
Yeah,
proficiency.
Curdy has vehicle proficiency water.
I
He's the
got those, didn't I,
ferryman.
Eric?
Yes, you got proficiency with the water vehicle and navigator's tools.
I only have land
Okay.
vehicle proficiency.
Um,
So if you need a carriage driver, I'm your man.
you said water vehicles.
Yeah, you accepted vehicle proficiency, which it took you 1 month to learn, and then the subsequent month you learned navigator's tools.
Okay, cool. I didn't need to add those to my sheet. Yeah, we did a big downtime thing, and that's what I picked. Was just training for my ship.
That's
See, I
fine.
already have water vehicle proficiency.
It's okay. You're the first mate. You could help out.
I do not.
Yeah, those compasses would be nice, because we just would never get lost at sea.
I can just be a pair of strong hands to help out when
Here's the thing
needed.
about the compass. It's just point you directly towards it. It's not the fastest or the safest.
Yeah, but we don't need to read the stars to know which way is north necessarily. In that regard, it's better anyway. Also,
With
Captain
proficiency
Jackson.
with navigator's tools, you'll know that the navigator's tools will help you avoid storms.
Yeah, there you go.
So combining
Given
the two is a
that,
good idea.
instead of splitting the party, do you guys just want to all come on the ship? Charlie, Coco.
Join us.
I mean, I'm down. I'm just trying to figure out what type of downtown activities I can do on the ship because I won't be much of help in the ship. So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out
You can
if
work
there's
on learning how to water vehicle proficiency slowly for
No.
navigations or other scouting stuff.
I remember there was some stuff I wanted to do. Is there any way to?
I mean, we could leave you in town if you really want, but if we run into something that might suck a little bit.
I say if you're just going up and down the coast, that should be fine.
Just leave Coco in town or Jerry in town.
Yeah, if you so choose for it.
Can I work on getting proficiency with training Yaz on the ship?
How do you mean?
Well, basically working on recall and basic stuff, but the main thing that I want to work on is to be able to make sure that Yaz can go back to Blue Harbor on his own, if that's possible.
Oh, we didn't teleport him. If we did, that's only 5 slots we have left.
Mm-hmm.
Just Yaz torpedoing through the forests.
Basically.
Yay! That would not be a
If not,
good
that
idea.
just means that Jerry's gonna have to travel back by himself with Yaz back to Blue Harbor.
I mean, we could teleport it, but it's just one. I think 5 slots is enough to get over the representatives for each clan. But
Yeah, because otherwise Yaz is either going to have to go with the lycanthropes and ride on the ship, spend a couple months going through the mountains,
Mm-hmm.
or get teleported back, because you're not flying him back because he's too damn heavy for you.
Yeah, I know. No, I was thinking of riding him back to Blue
He's a
Harbor.
big boy.
that would take a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Because
either
it's gonna
he
take
gets
the time
teleported
to
or
go back.
you have him walk to the ship at the southern coast.
Yeah, no, I feel like he needs to stay in Blue Harbor.
All right.
Okay, just teleport him. 5 is enough slots for the representatives.
So yeah.
Okay, so we will then following that. Are you coming on the ship, or are you going to stay in Blue Harbor and work on training something when we do that?
No, I need to stay in Blue Harbor and work on setting up the black market.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll need to do
While
that
everyone's
the next one.
gone. Okay.
Yep.
Dixie, you coming with us?
Charlie, you muted. Charlie.
We can handle that in a minute.
Yeah.
But for now, I guess what we'll do is following that, we're like, okay, we will go get your scouts. And we will see you back here in, let's can reconvene in 30 minutes, maybe an hour.
Alright.
And I will pick up a pen or something off the table and be like, be right back.
Okay.
Find out
So-
the pen was made in China or something.
Made in backwaters equivalent of China.
That would be Wuxi.
Wushi's the name of the country?
Yeah, you can thank Chia for that.
I'll beat Chia's ass.
Alright. we will teleport the adventure party.
The adventure party doesn't want to go.
Oh, it doesn't.
No, they want to stay in this area because this side of the mountains is their homeland. There is not as much adventurers like here that's competition, and also they want to find their friends.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I recommend you don't stay in town too long.
Yeah, no, they're planning on leaving like pretty soon.
In fact, what would it cost you guys to just stay with these guys for the next week and just keep an eye on them?
For a simple escort mission, just heading towards the south.
Escorting them to the beach, yeah.
Yeah, they'll say it's like probably like just 200 gold pieces.
I'll give that to them.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll
we'll
cover like any sort of fighting that they have to do, but mostly they know a safe route down there because two of them have actually like grown up in the area.
I will hire them to escort our lycanthropes to the coast.
Okay.
And that comes out of my funds for now.
Cool.
Okay. Then I will teleport them back then, and then this will then include Yaz and Drag. We have 2 extra slots in this one.
Huh?
It might not matter.
Yeah.
So we'll teleport them back.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Drag is alive, so we're still going to be alive. What's going on in Blue Harbor?
The construction is still going on. Everything seems just as fine as you last left it when you guys had teleported here to first drop off the Where Owl scouts like yesterday and pick up Drake.
Okay. Do we find the Where Owl scouts and have they caused any trouble?
They have not caused any trouble. As far as everyone's concerned, like they've just been like perfect saints and gentlemen.
A little suspiciously. Okay. We will. I'd like to personally make sure that we see Drag back. Be like, here you go. We brought him back. He's okay.
Yeah, as soon as Drake comes back, he just
stuff
immediately
they
starts
can-
walking off because he's pretty much done with you guys. The rest of the hobgoblins are slightly more taking note of the fact that you like brought him back safe and sound, but they're hobgoblins, so they're still going to be stoic about it.
Was Drake like, thanks for the fights or something? Or just like, I'm done. I'm so done.
It's more like a sort of indifference of like. I mean, I suppose you could roll insight on that.
Do we get any drag points?
I'll tell you if you roll high enough on insight.
Do I get
Okay.
any drag points?
You slightly less because you gave him some shit about how that one
Okay.
gnome was contributing more to killing fire giants than he did,
Which I would have taken back when he individually killed 3.
which he would have been unconscious for like shortly afterwards. So
That's fair.
yeah, he is grateful. Like, hey, you took me someplace. I got some good fights out of the deal. I'm back now. I'm not going to get all mushy about it. I'm just going to go back to my post and just wait for the next opportunity to kill something. So,
We do fun. Okay.
yeah, overall, like you can tell, he generally has a better opinion of your group, but at the same time, it's like, it might be a lot to ask for Drake to regard anyone as a friend, really.
No, I'm just asking like drag points. So
Yeah.
I think we got like 2 drag points then if he's a little more favorable.
If we're going to quantify them, yes, you have gotten Drake points. He is more favorable than he was previously, but at the same time, it's like, not quite as much as like Romulan and Alzarad. But those two are a lot easier to make friends with.
X's total -1.
As it should be.
Rude. Okay. And then we'll teleport back to scouts.
All right. Who did we say has the helmet teleportation because you want to have the headband of intellect?
It's probably Charlie.
All right.
If she's back.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Charlie went with X, I suppose, to drop off Drake and some of the representatives, as well as pick up the Were Owls.
We dropped off our whole party in Blue Harbor.
Yeah, sorry about
the
that.
whole party's dropped off back in Blue Harbor then.
Yes, because we need to teleport them back, so we have lots to bring back representatives when we come back the second time today. Because we have 3 slots today.
Right.
And they'll be out. Then the teleportation will be out, and we will bring the ship around in a week.
All right. I'm going to bring it up because I think you guys might be thinking about this later. Did you want to address the Blood Hunters at all?
Yes, with the heads of the chiefs of the clans.
Yeah, you talked about the heads of the chiefs, the chiefs of the individual clans that you're going to be leaving town and escorting them south so they can make their way to Blue Harbor.
That's a good point.
So they're all set up and ready to do that, like at first dawn.
What do you want to do with the Blood Hunters? Do we want to...
Well, they're going to be very mad at us. We're taking
They
away
might not. Their experiment's already over.
Like so far, who was in league with the Blood Hunter? Just the Ravens?
As far as you know, the Ravens were the ones that were like directly reporting to them, as well as the Druids.
Yeah, but their druids were not taking back.
Yeah, you're not taking the Druids back. The Druids are going to be staying in the rough approximate area.
Mm-hmm. So
I don't think there'll be a problem.
Do we want to talk to them about ending this experiment, or are we just stealing other people without them telling them and hoping that they don't do anything?
I think we should talk to them.
Probably a good idea to at least talk to them.
And then also, I think that what was it? I'm trying to remember. I had questions for the main guy when they kidnapped us about the experiments. And I'm trying to remember what they were now. Dang it! I should have wrote them down.
what do you mean, the weird creature that were in the basement, or?
Yeah, and like remember when he was too mad at the time and too angry to talk? The main guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know I was gonna ask him about what his experiments were. And like you know, how he it was something else, so I had it worded perfectly at the time.
What did he intended with the town in general? Was that what it was?
Yeah, it was something like that. And what did he expect to gain from the situation? Like, what is he learning from the situation? Something like that.
Oh, what is he getting out of the experiment?
Yeah. Cause like, why did why did they feel the need to trap us and without asking us questions first? And there was all kind of things I had running through my brain at that moment. But then he was too angry, and then we went over there and fought the sleepy giants, and it's been so many weeks now. I'm like, oh.
I mean, from what I remember, there's like two main things that was going on. The first one that they imprisoned us because we were basically killing some of the people, and they weren't fully aware of the Bahamut cult going on at that time. And then when we got out, from my understanding, is that the Blood Hunters viewed the town as a failure, but I don't remember what they intended to do after that, per se.
We can go and ask
Yeah.
and just be like, well, do you want us to dissolve it or something, even though we already made plans to do so? And to play that by ear.
Well,
I just don't know if it's a good idea to tell them or not.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable telling them just because if we do, then they might just target Harbor later down the line. But the question is more like, what do you plan on doing now that the everything is disbanding?
Yeah, well, okay, let's have that chat, like rewind a little bit and have that chat then.
Okay.
So everyone going back down to the secret hideout?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, we need everybody just in case.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Just in case purposes.
I got my cleaver ready.
Okay. Party goes down into the secret hideout through the secret passageway that they've been made aware of. At the inn. Throughout the starting area, like, you know that the place had like more stuff set up. This one seems a little bit more bare, but you do still hear like some commotion and moving around, like during like further down the hallway. You come to the armory that you guys had your stuff in. That place is like almost completely packed up. You head further down towards the place where you heard the shouting from. Most of the commotion seems to be going in there. It seems to be more like the shuffling and clanging around of like stuff being packed up as opposed to the shouting that you heard previously.
Hmm.
So.
My inner kleptomaniac wants to grab something, but we'll keep moving.
All right. The only thing past the command center that you assume it was the command center is further down is the prison cells that you guys were held in.
No, there's no one in the command center other than like the movers.
Well, I mean, you haven't gone into the command center. You just heard like stuff moving around in there. The command center has a door that's closed. Their armory, however, had like more of an open door, so you could just peek inside and see what's going on.
Hey,
That's cool.
get some silver plate for free.
Okay. Yep. You head inside. Everyone seems to be like packing stuff up. There was like tables and desks and everything. They're packing up parchments and what Curdy would easily be able to identify for you is various divination magic items, like stuff to keep track of like ruins or like observation tactics, communications between like longer distances, means of analyzing certain like materials or whatever. Just magical science stuff, basically.
Yeah, I might recognize some of it. The power reaches of my memory that I don't remember.
Right, yeah. Something of a similar build.
Yep. Are the old leaders here still, or are they working on moving things?
You do see like one guy sitting in a chair at the center of the room. He seems like a little bit despondent, like maybe a little frustrated.
So you're done?
Yeah, we're done.
What's your plan with the town? Yeah, what's
Well, from what I've gathered from our informants, you're planning on just taking everyone off to somewhere else. So
I knew that ravens would spill.
it is their job.
Well, we actually have people that might benefit from them getting integrated into the community, whereas you just had your fun with a little experiment that didn't seem to get very far away.
He slowly turns in his chair and looks at Jerry like he's doesn't take well to that comment.
Yeah, just Jerry give him a little smirk. But he's like, so what's the next plan? Finding other lichens and try it again? Just making a big lichen nuke?
The plan was, amongst many things, is to gather the many types of lycanthropes into one area to see how they react to each other, as well as studying them individually. Clearly, that just set up a flare for the cult of Baphomet to show up and do what they do. So, no, we're not going to be trying this again. We are going to pack up, we are going to relocate, and try to further our research somewhere else.
What kind of research do you do?
We're a sect of lycanthropy blood hunters. We try to learn as much as we can about the curse of lycanthropy in its various many forms, its origin, how it reacts on both a social and biological level, anything that we can possibly gather, whether it's just for the sake of solving curiosity, something that can be weaponized to fight monsters elsewhere in the world, whatever.
Wait, are you mentioned that it threw up a beacon for the cult? Are you implying that our plan will also throw up a beacon?
On that one, he just kind of shakes his head and just, I don't know. The cult of Baphomet obviously came more focused on the werewolves and the wereboars, the ones more focused on savagery. The bears and tigers seem to be able to behave more civilly, so it's possible that they might not be coming after you, because from what they could gather, the Baphomet cult didn't try to reach out to the other clans than what they had reached out to.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess they targeted the ones that were more savage by the nature. Like the most easily swayable clans.
Hmm.
Is there any research that would be useful to us in turn that we might be able to provide you data from our now new long-term set?
He doesn't have any information that would be particularly useful to you guys. Most of it is just general cultural information, which you guys could easily pick up after hanging out with them for a couple months. Nothing too deep, because this experiment didn't last very long. They didn't even get a proper settlement set up. Most of what they got is just biological information, which is stuff that they'll be using for their serums to further perfect those recipes.
Is there something they'd be willing to trade for more long-term information from Blue Harbor, what we're setting up? Give them our own data, give them some data that we can gather.
They don't necessarily trust that you guys would have the facilities to gather the information that they're looking for specifically.
Maybe we could work something out for that, but all right.
Nah, it's fine. Let them do their experiment somewhere else.
Let X try and take advantage of people.
I feel like that's not a good idea, but yeah. Yeah, no.
I'm just glad to note they're not going to be coming after us.
Yeah, we're trying to bomb the town. All right. Well, good luck then.
Yep.
Can I point at the leader?
You certainly can. All right, so you point at the leader. It says, "Ja Rule, Draconic Blood Hunter."
That's funny, though, his name, Ja Rule.
Kearney's gonna go to the armory. Is there any like interesting things left behind?
Mostly just like general gear for like the blood hunters themselves. Even when like the last time you were here, like the only notable thing that you found was like your own stuff. Everything else is just like the stuff that the more combat focused blood hunters will be using to arm themselves with, like silvered weapons and such.
Which we already have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, a little tidbit: it's a good thing you didn't fight that one werewolf.
What would have happened?
We would have died.
Well, you know how the werewolves are immune to all damage except for magical or silvered weapons?
Yeah.
That one's also immune to magic damage.
Oh, crap.
Then how the fuck do you damage it?
Just
Silvered
silver,
weapons.
which means you have to be right up on him, and you can get the lock him therapy very easy. Sorry, I'm
Yeah, like that thing.
yeah.
Just like Yosa and I almost got. Or Baldwin and X.
Yep.
How a slime gets like MP3? Well, it can't be. I have no idea.
It's a curse, not a physical ailment.
Hmm. My slime form just like goes from more humanoid to like more like beastie. Borscht. So you guys aren't taking anything from the armory?
I mean, you can try to take something from the armor if you want.
I'm not gonna try.
I mean, I doubt there's anything particularly interesting in there.
There's nothing worth making enemies of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell that these guys, although they could like defend themselves, they were more of like a research group as opposed to like a well-armed like military unit.
Except that one guy.
Well, yeah, they still needed someone to like do the dirty work.
That one werebore guy.
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
I'm sure he wasn't cheap. All right. So then I'm good here if everyone else is.
I'm good.
Okay. So then fast forward, Charlie is able to bring back the scouts to this place after we teleported us back. Does that chat go any differently? Having an ear to the ground?
How do you try to like listen in on the conversation?
I can't listen. Wait, we have the buttons. We have the buttons. We can listen in, but Charlie's there. Where's the magic buttons?
I mean, you can see through the magic buttons, you can't hear through them.
Damn it. Well, Charlie, you get to have this conversation. Have fun. You muted, buddy.
Yeah, Charlie, you're muted. I'm not sure how you plan on listening in on the conversation that Vel wants you to listen in on.
Well, it's not necessarily listening in. She teleports the scouts back, and they're gonna have another like where they're gonna reconvene on like, hey, is this good? Is this a good place? Is everything chill?
Yep, and they'll be wanting to have that conversation in private away from the adventurers, including Charlie. So.
Oh, okay. Mine.
Okay, so the settlement like decides to pack itself up and start heading southwards. They should be in Blue Harbor within 15 days, give or take. Charlie's typing something.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my neighbor just called. What was said? I'm sorry about that. I had to answer. I thought something may have been wrong.
No, that's right. You just teleported the scouts back, so they're back in town.
And then you teleport the selected representatives back to Blue Harbor.
Yep.
And now the last of the Helm's charges for the day, and we board the ship. I think Coco is staying in town in Blue Harbor to work on the black market, though we don't know about that. And the other four of us are with our crew going to set sail.
Yep, along the southern coast to meet up with the lycanthropes who will be at the southern coast within 10 days. So you'll be hanging out down there for about 5 days with pretty much nothing to do unless you wanted to go explore or something.
Wait, it's going to take them 10 days to get to the southern coast?
Yes.
Didn't we also need to talk to the guy who hired us for the job when we first initially went there?
Yeah, Lord Valchek.
Mm-hmm.
I would say we should do that. We still have that orb. We should set sail, and then we can teleport out a party to talk about that while we're doing that. I mean, we have 5 days, though. We don't have to set sail immediately.
Yeah.
We can't teleport anymore today, though.
Yeah, so you guys got 5 days of free time that you can just dig around before you have to set sail to meet up with the lycanthropes.
Are there any interesting monsters around that are not in Blue Harbor?
I would not know that offhand. I had not planned on that, but if you want to give me a week or two to look into that, I could.
Fair enough.
I think we only need a day or two. The downtime. I can spend the next 3 days just exploring that coast over there.
I mean, one thing you could do is you heard from the adventurers that they wanted to go find their adventuring friends. If you wanted to go spend the 5 days trying to look for those guys,
I would totally do that. That's something Dixie would do.
Yeah, you would have heard from the adventuring party that one of them would also be from the Church of Cabina.
Dixie would totally go on a rescue mission. Find the people.
So, yep, Charlie wants to spend 5 days going to Boulder Hold to look for the lost adventuring party.
And going alone?
If y'all want to come with me, you can, but I would totally go. I want to find these people.
How self-sufficient is the ship to get itself ready?
You feel confident enough that the crew can man the ship by themselves. At the very least, you feel confident that they can man the ship by themselves if they're just going up and down the coast.
Or I'm just worried getting it prep even because I'll be there. I'll be there for when we set sail.
Is there any Onis around that we can hunt? I don't know what the CR of Onis are.
Onis would be very hard to get to find because they're part of their gimmick is that they are very stealthy monsters. They're not as overt as something like a proper ogre.
Okay. I kind of want to go fight an Oni.
I'm down to fight an Oni.
I'm just gonna send this. This looks like a pretty sick item for you, Yosa. I'm gonna send it in the chat.
I saw an Amy. Hold on.
Let's see here. The heart of an Oni transfigured into a dark crystal. It seems to pulse with the corrupted radiance of the night, and those that gaze at it long enough swear they can see 2 pinpricks of white gazing back at them. While attuned to this amulet, you become more Oni-like as your eyes become black with large white pupils, and 2 small white ivory nubs grow out of your forehead. If you are both wearing and attuned to this amulet, you gain the following benefits. You may spend a bonus action to summon a magical glaive to your empty hand. You are proficient in wielding this glaive if you weren't already before. In addition, if for whatever reason you grow in size, this glaive grows in proportion with you and deals an additional 1d10 damage if you become larger than medium size. The glaive disappears if it is out of your hand for more than 1 minute. You gain dark vision out to 60 feet. You gain proficiency in the deception skill if you do not already have it. You can speak and understand giant if you do not already. You may cast the charm person spell once per day. Your DC for casting it is 8 plus your charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Interesting.
It just seems like a cool item.
You want to know? You want to know what I gain out of this? Out of all the effects?
What?
I gain charm person and deception proficiency. I already understand and speak giant and have dark
Oh.
vision because I'm a dwarf.
Well, you also get the glaive.
That is true. I would get a glaive. Are glaives two-handed weapons? I believe they are.
Ah.
Yeah, I think it's a two-handed. It's a D10 magical, and if you have a means of growing up a size, it'll become a 2 die 10.
You also lose some clients though.
Yeah, glaives are two-handed.
Ah.
The shirtless joke. He
Yeah.
might lose some clients.
Yeah, I know.
'Cause
You know
he's
who
a
that would
stripper.
be great on?
Mm.
It'd be great on someone who happens to be, I don't know, a frontliner charisma person.
Turn X
could-
into a slime Oni.
Who may benefit off of
I don't have
good-
eyes.
I feel like you benefit way more off of that than I do.
A basic glaive that's just magical and does an extra D10 if it grows in size. I can't grow in size. The shark cleaver or whatever is better than that.
It wasn't. It's just I find it a cool.
It is
item.
funny.
It
is a funny
it's-
item.
It does offer a lot of benefits, but the thing is, like, that's kind of a magic item you might have to, like, build yourself into.
Mhm.
Yeah. And also, just because you can't make yourself bigger doesn't mean others can't enlarge you.
Yeah, and Large produces a spell they can cast on other people.
Yeah.
And it's
Right, but it's otherwise a
better to
basic
cast on
glaive
others.
with a magic property. The shark bite cleaver does an extra D6 on every attack, so it does two
It
D6.
is magical damage. It's a magical glaive.
Or the shark bite, which is magical, and does an extra 2D. It does 2D6 total on each attack.
This
But the glaive will also deal 2 die 10 plus 1 die 4.
Wait, what?
Yeah. If you have enlarge cast on you, it's 2d10 plus 4, and
Plus
it
1
has
die 4.
reach.
Wait, what? Glaive? Hold on.
It's
Yeah,
a
the glaive-
glaive.
A glaive does 1 die 10. If you cast Enlarge Reduce, you'll get an additional 1 die 4 to your damage with attack rolls, and this particular glaive will also get an additional 1 die 10 because you're larger.
Then
On
Yeah,
top
that would
of
be
all the
pretty-
other bonuses.
That would be a little nutty, yeah.
and it gives you proficiency in glaive if you lack it.
Yeah, that'd
And
be a
it
little
has
nutty.
reach, which means you'll be attacking further than 5 feet.
Ooh, charm person once per day. Ooh,
Exactly.
that's a
why
bad
I was
thing to
saying
give me.
That's
yeah. Well, so
you
part
don't
of the
want to give
reason-
that to X.
I've said this multiple times. I know I've said it to Eric a lot. I love the concept of summoning weapons. So summoning a magical glaive is just sick.
Oh yeah. I like the idea of summoning magical weapons too.
I shall be taking a note that Jay wants to fight an Oni. I've been looking
More
for
specifically, Jay wants to harvest its heart.
Yeah.
That's easy enough.
Yeah, well, the catch is that Onis are not like the more overt monsters, so it takes some work to try and find them, but hey, if the DM knows that you want to fight one, I can throw out an Oni encounter. Those guys are fun.
Well, I just like the idea of getting a weapon that you get to just summon. Summoning weapons as well.
How long would it take to make a very rare item?
a
Like
while.
month.
Yeah, a long time.
Probably like a month.
Probably longer.
I think it's longer, but at the same time, like, you do have hirelings for this thing.
I also do. I
That's
also
true.
Yeah,
do have.
we have the forge thing.
Which we're probably going to set them on making all those helmets and armor.
Yeah.
The hubs.
Yeah, you
And
can start living
goblins.
out working on all that.
Yeah, I mean, I have
Alright,
a bunch
guys.
of tool proficiencies, but
Thank you for making cookies. We'll get back to that here soon, but we need to spend the next 5 days working on these.
Oh, did you actually want to talk to them about the cookies that they made?
Sure, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, one sec. I'm going to be pulling my notes because I had been taking notes about this. Let's see here.
Still can't believe that was the first command they were given. So dumb.
we need to do a Shadowfell adventure because I've got that I got the book I want to get.
Time
We've
to
been there,
talk
done
about
that.
the cookies. It makes me think of my very first time joining the group when Vale was trying to get me to join the cookie empire.
I mean, you just don't know it, but you already have.
Yeah.
So all of a
Okay.
sudden he tells me, he goes, "So do you want to join the do you want to sell cookies?"
Okay, so you tell them that they can put a hold on making any more batches of cookies. Lobo will hand you the cost of making those cookies, 892 gold pieces.
Lordy. How many cookies do you make?
640 batches.
Okay, we're done with cookies for a while.
What the hell? Are
Okay,
you
can I
doing?
put that in the business and get started on selling those?
Absolutely, you especially need to recoup the cost of all the chests of preserving that the cookies are in.
Sell those cookies.
Yeah, let's get selling the cookies.
Oh, that's
Is it because we
great.
forgot to check on them for a while? Is this because we haven't checked on them for a while?
Yeah, you right before the 2 month time skip, you told them to make cookies. You never told them to stop, so they've just been making cookies for 2 months straight.
God, I think eventually I would have walked in like, "Hey, how you guys?" Oh my god.
Nah, even after the 2 month time skip, you kept on bragging about how they've just been making cookies for 2 months. So it's like, all right, if you're specifically telling me that you never told them to stop making cookies over those 2 months, then they'll just be saving up all those batches. And because cookies do go stale, they would have taken the liberty of buying chests of preserving to house all those cookies.
And is that part of those that 892 cost?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. The 640 batches cost 192 gold pieces in terms of ingredients, so you can sell that for twice that. But you just ate the cost of the 14 chests of preserving.
So we'll break even on this first one?
No, you're not going to break even on this.
Well, we do have 14 chests of preserving, though.
Yeah.
Can we sell those?
Well, you
sell
bought them at 50 gold pieces. You can only sell them at 25.
God damn. Okay. Yeah. Well, we have our business down. Oh, I gotta. Fuck.
So
we also have
item.
Jay?
There's an item I found in the Hammond Harvesting Handbook #1. It's a warning scarf. Wondrous item, uncommon, crafted by Owlbear Neck. While wearing this feather-covered scarf, you receive a slight tingling sensation in your neck whenever a hostile creature within 30 feet is looking directly at you. So it requires Owlbear Neck, but it's just feather-covered scarves. Could I harvest feathers from the pygmy owlbear to make it without having to kill an owlbear? Just like collect the loose feathers?
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
Okay. So I don't want to kill an owlbear. They're cute.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll say that. Sure, you'll have access to. You would have gained knowledge of gaining access to this scarf. You know that you have a pygmy owlbear. You could have been collecting like the feathers from it over the past like couple months that you've had this owlbear in your vicinity. Only thing is that you're going to have to find someone who's capable of making it for you.
Yeah, I need a leather worker.
Right.
I don't have that proficiency, I'm afraid, friend.
Yeah, that's fine.
If it was smithing, on the other hand, I would have had you.
I mean, let's see here. That's an
Do we know
uncommon
any-
magic item.
Yeah. Do we know any leather workers?
You could easily find one in New Pratch, part of the Leatherworkers Guild.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that if you drop that off, just for the sake of convenience, because you guys got money, and I think you'd rather have it sooner rather than later. If you're just willing to pay the straight up 500 gold piece cost, you could just get this scarf right now and not have to wait like a week.
Okay. And it doesn't. I love the concept of the warning weapons, except they require attunement, so it's kind of useless at higher levels.
Yeah. So there you go, Charlie. You just happen to get Jay a magic item.
Yay! Because of my little pet, my pygmy owlbear. He's so cute, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He don't do nothing wrong either. He's a sweetheart. He's a good boy.
He
Speaking of
chews on
which,
the furniture.
well, I mean, he's a good boy. I just had to replace the furniture every once in a while.
All right. So, with that one being said, I guess the next step for the party is that they're going to be heading out east to go look for the missing adventurers, right?
Absolutely.
Another thing that I would like to do, we have the broken clockwork golem.
All right.
I'd like to get that fixed. Is that something that we can do in town, or is that something? I know Dixie was going to probably work on that.
Okay, so you head back to town, you drop off the clockwork golem. Is there anyone in particular you would like to try talking to about getting that fixed, or
Do we still have a person that's working on the mobile forge that Aslan set up?
the forge is all completely fixed and set up?
Didn't we have someone that was working there that we
yeah,
hired?
we had the little, not the goblin. It's the
The local dwarf. You had the local dwarves fix it up for you.
No, we had someone working there. Like,
Yeah,
I think Aslan hired someone.
Yes, Livna. You have a live-in blacksmith.
Okay. Would she be able to do it? Or would it require like a tinker?
It will require a tinkerer.
Do we have any
Which-
tinkerers?
You do?
I don't have.
You're busy going to go find missing
Yeah.
people.
Sorry about that, y'all. I'm busy.
I
do
mean,
have
maybe
someone
you could
else.
probably do. Actually, if we put it on the ship, would she be able to fix it during the ship's travel time?
If you had the proper equipment for it.
I mean, I just have the tinker's tools. I can't do that on a ship, I don't think.
I'm specifically saying that you need like the proper like fixed gears for it.
Oh.
Which would need the forge. Do we have a
Mhm.
tinkerer in town?
Yes.
I don't have much money left. Like any money left.
Lobo McCree is a tinkerer.
Lobo, can you fix this?
Oh my god.
How much is this going to cost?
He looks into the back of it, pulls out a broken gear. This thing was built busted. Throws the gear aside, goes upstairs, comes back, slips the gear right into it. It's fixed now.
Thank you.
Interesting. Man's just all right.
I will tell the robot to sell cookies.
All right, just a sec while I get you access to the stats for the creature that you now have access to.
All right, robot, sell cookies. Tries and bankrupt.
What is my mission? To pull
No,
the
it's
lever
just
when
gonna
I
be, it's
when
gonna
I
be
say
hit
to.
spot. This monster's just hit
Gosh.
spot.
Damn it.
X has not ever been so less shiny.
All I can think of is the Rick and Morty scene with the stupid little robot.
This
What
is
is
gonna
my
be the
purpose?
robots at the start, and when you at starting to sell cookies, go robot, go sell cookies.
Go sell
We're gonna
cookies.
find the robot at the
No,
side of the road
Jay,
looking
why-
like that.
Oh, don't do that.
Yo, don't talk about my man, Hitchbot.
No,
That man
Dude,
got
this is-
that man.
Respect on his name. Hitchbot is a national icon.
He died in Philly. He probably wore the wrong football shirt.
through the business, we do have various means of selling cookies, like through the kids programs that I had in mind, because this was like a Girl Scout, Boy Scout thing.
Poor Hitchbot. This robot's gonna end up like Hitchbot if you make him sell cookies.
So I'm
get
saying
his
I don't necessarily need to have the robot do it. Black Dragon approved. The Black Dragon had these cookies. And it led to his death. We're not hopping on the box.
Why do
I
I feel
know
like
I had this
X is
asshole in the compendium. I can't find him for some reason. One sec.
X is losing it a little bit.
Ah.
X needs to make some money.
You need to make money. I'm poor.
That's why I couldn't find him. Okay, that's the book
You probably have more money than I do now.
No, I definitely don't. Did we get money that I'm not aware of?
The most time we get money, it just goes to the party, which is
Yeah.
hurting.
I think my character is holding on to like
10,000 gold.
Hmm?
Purdy will give
What,
you
Jay?
each 1,000 gold.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thanks. Now I have
Thank you,
more
Purdy.
than 9 gold.
X is feeling a lot better now.
You did help me, kill the monsters that I've been harvesting, so I guess I'll give you some gold.
It is very appreciated.
Okay, list under pets. You now have access to the Clockwork Servant.
Oh,
Oh, great.
While we're back in town, I'm gonna feed Dormammu. What the hell have we gotten? We've gotten werewolf meat. We've gotten fire giant meat. We've gotten minotaur meat. I'm just gonna have a full course.
Oh, you can cast Mending and Prestidigitation cantrip. You have a full course?
Yeah. I mean, that was the deal I had with Mimicdor, was I would feed him exotic meats and cheeses.
Wow.
What? Oh, okay.
Dormammu is pleased.
Hell yeah.
I'll have the Clockwork Servant actually be working on the ship then, and I will pass out the cookies to, and I don't think I give them directly to Dimitri, but get to the bakery that we set up. Start getting that going.
Okay.
And start having that sell, even though it's not going to recoup the cost of so many boxes. But we have them now, so we don't need to buy more. Sure.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
I'll recoup
Somehow.
200 in gold later on.
Yeah, I'll specifically list down the cost of the cookies for you because it was 192, so you can sell that and like eventually. If you manage to sell all 640 batches of cookies, that's how much gold you'll get back as profit.
We would get double that back though, so it would,
Yeah,
because the expense is already gone. So yes, so we would get almost 400 back in time. I'll let you keep track of how often they're selling. I'm going to be selling some myself personally, but the business has venues of way. It has the bakery. It has child recruitment programs.
The
The Girl
children
Scouts.
yearn for the mines. Who are we to deny them?
The Girl Scout cookie program.
that's the thing. The Girl Scouts are already set up with the respective bakeries, so this is shit that you have to sell.
What?
Yeah.
Lol.
What? Why didn't you mention this when we did the video?
Yeah, she said that she was going to be like taking responsibility for like setting up the other bakeries across the country, as well as setting up the Girl Scouts. So you didn't need to do this. You just elected to make cookies for yourself. She assumed that you would be
well.
having the intelligence to recruit Girl Scouts for yourself to sell. Not her fault that she overestimated your intelligence with that headband of intellect.
It's not her fault at all that I made my own cookies. I thought it was going to be helpful to the business. Well, hey, the business might be making money. Because I guess we have the Girl Scouts. Okay. 192 gold. I will... that was 600 batches.
640 batches, yes.
Okay. I will bring 40 of... Let's bring 50 batches of cookies in the bag to on our adventure to find these people.
Okay.
Oh my god. Way too many cookies.
Do you want me to bring all 600?
No.
No! Absolutely not.
God, we're gonna have so many mice from eating
Yeah, we're just
cookies.
gonna- We're
Guys,
just
we have
gonna
ration.
we're gonna look in the bag and it's gonna be filled with weevils just eating our cookies.
We have rations for days.
Looks
They
at the
aren't
ration.
rations, though. They're not
It's
healthy.
fucking cookies. What am I, a child? Don't answer that.
You go short, so maybe.
Those ankles are looking mighty breakable right about now, Mr. Slime Man.
I don't have ankles.
I was kind of half tempted to just let those guys keep making cookies. But then you told them to
No,
stop.
we're done. We're done.
Yeah,
They're done making cookies. I learned my lesson.
Alright then.
Damn. Finally.
This turned from an on hold to my bad. We're done. You guys can clean up. In fact, can we sell those boxes?
You want to sell the chest of preserving?
As we get rid of the cookies, yes, I will be.
Okay.
But they're currently in use. Yeah.
Alright.
I'll lose money on this venture, but I'll minimize the loss for now.
Alright. I mean, yeah, cookies are still being made and sold elsewhere, so
Has that made any profit?
it will be the first of the next month. So you still have another like 2 weeks to until we get the first profit, we'll say.
Okay, so when we get back from saving people, I'll have profit reports. Okay. Okay,
Oh,
we're good.
man.
Everything's fine. X marks
Are
cookies
you
and
sure?
yeah. X is obviously not happy, but like hurting, like, oh god, this is a lot more than I expected. But it looks fine.
Alright.
Don't think it's fine.
Coco, you are muted. I'm just double checking with you to make sure that you are teaming up with everyone else to go save the Lost Adventuring Party.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm listening. I didn't have anything to pop up, and so I didn't want to have any background noise in it. But yeah, I'm following along.
Alright, just didn't want to like draw you away from the setting up of the black market just yet. If you'd rather prioritize that.
Nah, I can do that after everything is going on. Plus, like, it's
We can
gonna
do it
take
while
a
we're on the
while.
ship.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while anyway. So. Yeah.
Yep. So the party has at least 5 days, if they would like, but also they can reliably trust the crew to do the escorting of sailing along the coast if it turns out that their request takes longer. But yep, if no one has anything else to do, then we can end the session there. And next time we join up, the party will have arrived at Boulderhold to start looking for the lost adventurers.
Do the adventurers want to buy any cookies?
That's next session.
Also, wait, if we hire the adventurers to escort them to the beach.
Yeah, you hired you hired the one group of adventurers to escort the lycanthropes to the southern coast.
But we're going without them to Boulderhold to try and find their friends.
Yes.
Do they want to buy any cookies for their trip?
One sec while I double check on the price of these cookies.
I calculated 3 silver for the cost to make. So at least 6.
Yep. All right. Yep, they are willing to buy 2 batches each, and that's mostly Journey because she is very much like Chia.
So they buy 6 batches.
Well, specifically, they're spending 6 silver to get 2 batches.
Oh, they only buy 2 batches total.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yikes.
Well, they are 6 for each.
I mean, let's
'Cause
be
they
fair.
cost-
Like, the only money that they have on their person right now is what you pay them to do the escort.
Just 200 gold.
Yeah. But also,
The-
they need to buy real food and like resupply on like a lot of other stuff.
Okay, 2 batches. Done.
Yeah.
Cookies are not travel rations.
They really aren't.
They're cookies. They make life better though.
Which is why she bought 2 batches.
Yeah. All right, now I have 638 batches of cookies. Okay. Guys, we're making money.
Okay, so yeah, I guess at that point we can just end the session right here for the weekend. Next week, you guys will be in Boulderhold and looking for your characters that got their asses kicked by hags.
Except for me.
Oh, those ones.
Yeah.
And see,
We should not go.
What
No,
pile we're
we
left?
should not go here. Why are we doing this?
because this
We've already decided.
You weren't there, Yosa. You weren't there. We got our asses kicked. We don't.
Yeah?
We should not go back. We're
If push
going to
comes
die.
to shove, I'm leaving you like Hitchbot in an alley in Philly, broken.
We are going to die. Why are we doing this? Oh God. What were we in that campaign?
You had a rogue, a cleric, a druid, a barbarian, and a paladin.
At level 3, 4.
I think we're at level 4.
God, we're 1 level higher.
Charlie's 2.
Yeah, but now we're full of spellcasters and a marshal.
Oh, did we level up?
You're just a level higher than everyone else.
And I'm great
Okay.
at
Oh.
doing stuff.
So we
That's a
ain't
level
leveled up?
No.
You're not leveling up just yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Okay.
By the way, Yosa, it took us given we did some break campaigns, at least 30 in-game sessions to level up from 3 to 4, or no, 4 to 5. 30 plus sessions. It'll be a while. We're speeding things up, but it still might be a little while.
That's fine.
It was so long.
Gives me time to contemplate what I'm gonna do with my next level up.
Years. Real life years between level 4 and 5.
All right, everybody say bye to Craig.
Goodbye,
Craig.
Craig.
Bye, Craig.